Hey everyone, welcome to the third year anniversary episode of David's Saturday Night Sit Back. Now, I got a really special episode in store for you today. I had two comics and two people that I now am honored to call friends, Jarrett and Kyler, for this very special episode. And before we jump into things, because it is the third year milestone, I wanted to take a moment to chat with you guys, but I promise to keep this quick. As you may or may not know, if you've been following the podcast, my mission around here is that one day I have thousands of emails from young men and women all over the globe who have written me a message about how this podcast has been a light in the darkness for them. When I started this podcast, and if you go back to the live episode that I did, it's probably about 5 or 6 episodes back, there's a part where I give a 10-minute speech about the heart of what DSNSB is. And this podcast is in existence today because there is a young man who came up to me in the gym when he was 17 years old and admitted to me after hearing the podcast that a year prior, he was at a place where he was ready to take his own life. He's alive, he's thriving, and he's in the military now. But that story has sat with me, and I've continued creating episodes for not only him, but for the thousands of young men and women aged 24 years or younger who are thinking about taking their own life, and thousands of which unfortunately do. So, what if I told you that while you're listening to this podcast today, there is actually a way that you could partner with me in helping be a light in the darkness for these kids? What if I told you even furthermore that I'm not about to ask you for your money? What if I told you furthermore that I only need a few seconds of your time? What I would like you to do while you're listening to Jarrett and Kyler's episode today is, if you're listening on Spotify, hit that follow button. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube today, hit the subscribe button, because there are other young men and women, just like the young man who approached me in the gym, where these stories, not just the humor and the positive force of energy that Jarrett and Kyler were, but we have all sorts of episodes in this 160 episode plus platform at this point that I know for sure that if we reach the right teen, these episodes will light a fire in their bellies so we can get them reinvigorated to tackle life in whatever way that they've been wanting to, but feel like they don't have the strength or courage to do so. So please, partner with me in DSNSB's mission in spreading stories to young men and women all over the globe, so that for those who feel like their fire is a little bit dim today, we can add some fuel to that fire and get it burning nice and hot again. That being said, guys, this is such a special episode. It's so much fun. You're going to laugh your butt off, so get ready. Before you dive into it, though, one last announcement. Every podcaster has a nightmare when they launch their show, where we just know at some point there's going to be some sort of technical glitch and we'll lose an episode. Unfortunately, of all episodes it could happen on, go figure, we had a weird technology glitch on the video component only of this episode. So for you Spotify and Apple listeners, you're not going to notice any difference today. This announcement is not going to impact you in any way, shape, or form. But for my YouTube audience, unfortunately, you are going to notice that the video works for the first few minutes of the podcast, and then the frame slowly stops changing, and it gets to a point where it only changes about once every few minutes. So you can still watch, you can still listen, but unfortunately I am not able to deliver on the high quality product that I am used to giving you guys. So I apologize. I hope that this announcement does not cause you to turn off the episode right now. It's so darn funny. I knew I had to release it. There is no way I was not going to release this thing. So I hope you stick around. I hope you tune in. And if you are a video expert and you have an idea of what may have happened, please literally reach out to me. My email is sitbackwithdavid@gmail.com. And the reason why I'm asking for your help is because even my tech guy, he is stumped. We have no idea what the heck happened, so we don't know how to fix it at the moment. But I am bringing in some reinforcements to help me, so, maybe that reinforcements will unexpectedly be someone in the audience today. Seriously, email me, sitbackwithdavid@gmail.com. That being said, I've been rambling long enough, so I'm going to go eat some House of Three Gorges because I'm recording this little announcement on a Friday. It's been a long week and I want to go treat myself. So that's what I'm going to do. But for you guys, it's Saturday. Go grab a hot cup of coffee or a hot cup of tea or a cold Rambler out of the fridge. Sit back and get ready to laugh your butt off for this incredibly lighthearted episode that is the epitome of what I hope DSNSB is in every episode. Enjoy, guys, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, the one extra, because, I mean, I'm not a cat. I don't get 9 lives. How many do I get? What is the...
I don't know. I've watched you do enough, Stu. There time you blacked out walking around Northgate and were just you have like a dire head injury and you were just blacking out and hitting your head on the sidewalk.
Yeah, and that really...
You should tell that story. I wasn't even there for that. You should tell that story.
Yeah, I mean, who cares, dude? Getting blacked out.
Jarrett, it's a pot. We're supposed to be interesting.
Hey, yeah, this goes out to all the kids who I want to sway you from not getting blacked out. You know, how about that's what this is about to be.
You want to sway them from not, meaning you're going to convince them to get
let's
drunk?
get serious for a minute. Yeah, kids do not get blacked out. It's not fun. You can really, if you probably already have holes in your brain, like, and you just don't realize it most of the time. You ever think about that? You've already done some damage to your brain, probably. And then you guys aren't. You understand what I'm saying? You think you're okay, dude. Why don't you take the reins on this one, guys?
Wait.
Oh,
that's so funny.
oh my God.
Howdy, y'all, and welcome to another episode on David's Saturday Night Sitback. If you're new to this podcast, we tell stories around our personal experiences in the arenas of business, fitness, and culture with the goal that by the end of this episode, your internal fire is burning a little bit brighter. This afternoon, sitting back to chart with me, we've got 2 comedians and best friends in the studio, which means that if this episode is like any of the past groups of comedians I've had on the show, this conversation could literally go anywhere. Our first guest grew up in Colorado, a tiny town tucked away in the Rocky Mountains, where apparently the wildlife includes enough geckos to help raise a child. He's a stand-up comedian, an anime artist, a man who proudly admits his hobbies. You do have those on your Instagram, including sitting in lawn chairs and eating food that makes his heart palpitate. His first car was a bright red GMC Sierra, which tells me 2 things. 1, he had good taste, and 2, that truck definitely has seen some questionable parking situations. And joining him is a man whose life sounds less like a biography and more like someone kept saying, okay, but what if we made this even crazier? He's a stand-up comedian, an Ironman competitor, a man who once hit an 18-wheeler on a motorcycle with no helmet on and lived to tell the story, which means either he's incredibly lucky or the universe decided it still needed him to do stand-up. He's also the kind of guy who once managed to mess up the Star-Spangled Banner at his dad's retirement ceremony, which is the type of moment that never leaves the family group chat. You might also recognize him from Kill Tony episode 709, and you may also recognize him if you live in San Antonio. He's the former host of the Boys Get to the Bottom of This podcast. Jarrett and Kyler, Patton Green, thank you for being here. Thank you for who you are, and welcome to your episode on David's Saturday Night Sitback.
Oh,
Couldn't sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
my God. That was an incredible intro.
Tell that story. We are not saying another word until 1, you tell the story, and then 2, sing the Star-Spangled Banner properly.
It wasn't. I didn't sing it. I played on guitar. It was. It's even worse than I just fucked up some notes on the guitar.
Do you want to see what he was wearing when he fucked this up?
Yes.
It was fucking. I haven't had a good fit like that, and that's the best fit ever.
You look like a host for a game show about periods.
Yeah, you should have seen my socks.
What is that supposed to mean?
They were covered in blood. That's no.
That's the nicest.
It was my dad retiring from the Air Force, like a decorated vet apparently at that point, and I was like gonna make him proud. He's to be fair, he did strike the thought of me doing that, like doing the Star-Spangled Banner.
He pitched it to you?
Yeah, last minute. Like I think I had a week or 2 to prepare. It was something like a week. I know I was super nervous because I did not have that long to prepare. Like I had to learn how to play the song, and so I was like learning, and I could tell by the day before I was like, oh, this is. I hope I can wing this. Yeah.
Surely I could just rip this
So
out.
your dad spent a career protecting America. And as your way of saying thank you, when he asks for one thing from you, you decide to wing it?
Dude, I don't know how they do things in the Air Force, but I didn't think they would spring
I'm sure
this,
they
like-
wing it.
Yeah.
They do wing. It's the Air Force.
He was a pilot. I thought he
Come
was
on,
like
dab me
that.
up. Bada bing.
right.
First one of the show. Let's fucking go, baby.
Yeah, Zinger. Call him Kyler Zinger. That's what you can call this guy.
Go
That
on,
wasn't
dude.
funny.
All right, edit that out.
Yeah.
You can call me Jarrett Zinger. I wanted to say that one time when I was a host.
That
for-
is like a fun bit we
I
had.
still need to do
It's
that.
Jarrett Zinger instead of Jarrett Zeller.
Zeller. It's like, but yeah, okay.
See, the dog hated that too.
Getting heckled by Thad.
He just
Perfect.
threw a box off a chair. So that was so bad, I had to hit something.
Thad is a patriot, and he simply cannot believe that you didn't know the Star-Spangled. Also, the visual of the son of a man retiring from just a star-studded career in the military and not knowing the national anthem is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
So unpatriotic.
Just all of his. Did he have military, like his buddies from the military there?
Oh, they're all of his coworkers. Yeah, all of
all-
the old guys were there. Like,
It's all soldier. Dude,
Generals,
yeah.
you know.
His general, like, I'd met him when I was a child. I basically grew up with him because, like, the Air Force community is pretty tight. And so all of his old coworkers who had since retired or whatever gave speeches and, showed up. And, the general there gave an awesome speech, and they shared, like, war stories. And then this is all after I set the mood with, like, fucking up. It was the end. It was the end of the song, too. I fucked up. It was like, because how does it end? It's and do 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 do
wait.
and do 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 do. I'm not gonna sing the whole song, but I'm just trying to remember it. Yeah, I fucked up the ending, which is like
In the Rockets' red glare, they were. In the Rockets' red glare, they were bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Fuck, dude, I don't know it.
No, there's like a climatic. A climatic. Am I saying that right?
Oh,
Yes,
in the
part of
home,
song.
in the home of the free, in the
Of
land of the
the
free, and the home of the.
Yeah, I fucked that part up, and then
Did you try to do like a solo on the end of it?
Well,
Like you,
I just fucked up the regular notes, and then I basically, so like if this is I'm going to I'm doing the song perfectly, I fuck it up, and then I find my way back after like and then I hit the notes perfectly, and then end on like I do some Jimi Hendrix type like pedal, like I do some like weird pedal effects. And they're like,
Home
whoa.
of the brave.
The general who was like hosting the whole ceremony was like, "Oh, we got Jimi Hendrix over here." It was like, "Yeah, really? Would you fuck that up like that?"
Jarrett Hendricks.
Yeah.
You can keep that.
No.
You can have that if
I'll
you want
use
it.
that. Yeah, I'll use it on a date.
That's so just like generals, just like looking at your dad, just being your like just that must be. I'm trying to think of a good comparison.
I don't have any yet. I haven't processed it.
The look on your
That's
face.
it. That's it for me. I'm ready to go now.
That's the show, folks.
I think you hate me. You just gave me a look. He just looked at me so stone-faced, like, did you just play that?
Jarrett's just jealous the soundboard played the notes correctly.
Yeah, he has the Star-Spangled Banner, like the actual one on the soundboard.
Yeah, can we actually stand and listen to the national anthem before the show starts? Just
That'd
to.
be yeah, that would be. Dude, it's fine. I was like, it's only gonna be family there, right? But no, it was all the old squadron, the entire,
The president.
the janitors
The
were there,
president.
the maintenance guys. They were all there.
It was on Epstein's Island.
No, these people weren't all like 13. I mean, there weren't kids there.
All right, what's the next topic, David?
Well, since I showed a picture of Jarrett, I can show you one of you.
It's just
You have
like-
pictures of me? Just like me in the shower. It's like, how did you get that?
Look at you. Look at that. Little
Oh God.
God.
Yeah, I totally forgot. There's like I don't
Show
have like a
camera.
comedy.
That's-
It'll be on there.
it.
Yeah,
That's
I don't have
awesome.
like a comedy Instagram. I just have the same Instagram I had since I was like 13 years old. I should probably go back and private all the pictures of me being like 12.
Yeah, just delete them. Just delete the
No, I'm not
account.
deleting them. I want to be able to like look back. Well, I tried to. The reason I had them down there is I was like, well, if I give like a girl my Instagram account, she'd go back and see how cute of a kid I was. You know how many times that's
what she would
happened?
say. Yeah, how
Not many. Not nearly enough to warrant me having pictures as a 12-year-old boy, just playing with. Yeah, I volunteered at an animal shelter because I have a giant, kind, and generous soul. And I would just go there and shovel cat shit after work because I didn't play
know that
sports.
about you. See, I just learned something about you.
See, I learned that you're not a real patriot, and you learned that I am an animal lover.
Yeah, that you have a kind and generous soul. I never would have.
You never picked up on that?
Yeah, I never would have.
All the great things, just never.
Did you know he had a gecko growing up?
No, but I could guess. I mean, he has a fucking huge lizard right now.
I have a bigger lizard now.
He just upgrades lizards every time.
The lizards are getting bigger.
Yeah.
I had an African fat-tailed gecko named Kool-Aid that died because in retrospect, her tank was probably too small. I was like 10. I was just like, I did research, got her from Petco, and then she died when I was at my mom's house. Actually, there's a great picture on my Instagram of me just staring like ice cold into my iPad camera. And I'm just like with sunken eyes. I'm like, in the caption, I think says, my lizard died while I was at my mom's house. # long live Miss Kool-Aid. And it just has like 3 likes on it. My friends screenshot they would just bully me relentlessly, just like send me pictures of it and like just edit versions of it. And then, yeah, actually the funny part, that lizard died and my dad buried it in the backyard. And then one day I went out to go pay my respects and my neighbor's dog had dug up my dead lizard and ate it and then just shit where we had buried her.
Oh, that's poetic.
And my dad has up because I went into the garage to try to grab one of the guns out of the safe. And I'm like, I'm going to go kill the neighbor's dog.
You were so upset.
Yeah. And then it was just my dad like in our garage. I'm just like crying, just being like, they fucking killed who desecrated her grave. And yeah, my dad was like, you cannot kill Fritz's dog.
Oh my God.
And then I didn't. But yeah, I have a bigger lizard now. His name is Dudley. He's an Australian blue-tongued skink, not skank. Everybody makes that same joke. But yeah, it's just I have a giant Australian lizard because I don't have anything else going on for me. So I needed something interesting to talk about. So I was like, what if I spend?
I am surprised it hasn't become his personality yet. He hardly brings him up, and it's good. It hasn't. I have seen you shed your skin though, so maybe that is.
I like that. You guys catch that? That was like a shed your skin a lizard thing. Nice little Jarrett the Zinger coming out of his skin there, coming out of his shell.
Yeah, I'm a turtle.
We went down to South Congress yesterday to go to a couple of South by events, and there is this one guy who had a bunch of like very large snakes, and you could pay him $10 to hold it and take a picture with it. These snakes were disgusting.
Oh, word?
What are they doing? Rolling around in their own shit? Or?
No, they're just so big and slimy, and the biggest one was probably like 15 feet, probably at the biggest like about that. And so they're just they
Sounds like you just don't like snakes. They were probably just fine, right? They were just like
I just don't like snakes.
you're already calling them like disgusting and like just ripping on them, and they're just like
David, not all snakes are bad. I don't have anything funny to say after that. I was just trying to put that in there.
Yeah, no, snake. I enjoy snake. I like snakes. I think snakes. Let me defend snakes here.
Oh boy, that's okay.
That's all I got. I'll defend him.
Nothing defensive. I think I know exactly what Gary's talking about though. Like that's like a classic like kind of like carnival act as a guy. It was probably a Burmese python if I had to guess. That's like kind of like the classic like big snake.
It was like brown and had a little bit of yellow on it and some
Yeah.
black and.
Guess probably a Burmese python if I had
Don't
to.
they have the sayings, the snake sayings, where it's like black and yellow, black and yellow?
That's a difference between a coral snake and of a milk snake and a California king snake. And why they say that is because that's two snakes that are both black, red, and you're just triggering me talking about welcome to the reptile cast, pal. You thought this was gonna be like a fun thing. We were gonna talk about comedy no, we're talking about lizards the whole time. If you interrupt me, I'll freak the fuck out.
Holy shit! Don't move. There's a fucking tree frog on your head right now. Let me All right, all right.
Good one, dude. Trying to take the spotlight away from me, or should I say the heat lamp? Or should I say the heat lamp? It's like a basking. All right, but the reason they say that about coral.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. The live audience loved that one. I think that's a standing ovation, actually.
Hey, can you give me the light?
How long does the laugh track go on for? That's such a long laugh track.
That's a good laugh track. I love that. Yeah, the one lady in the background just like getting extra laugh in. That's awesome.
No, but seriously, I want to teach you guys something about coral and milk snake. This is very important.
No, please.
Because they say it's. I think if black touches yellow, you're in the mellow, and then if something. But it's basically there's two different types of snakes that are black, red, and yellow. And the milk snakes, the pattern is slightly different. I think it's like the yellow is in the middle of the band, and they're non-venomous. But the California king snakes are very, very venomous. So you have to memorize that just in case you ever see a different colored snake.
Nice.
Thank you. a different colored snake, and that way you can tell whether or not it's venomous or not. And you can pick it up and touch it and stuff like that.
So milk snakes are good, or
Milk snakes are good. King snakes are bad.
king snakes are good? I thought king snakes are not venomous.
Jarrett, which one of us knows more about snakes? You or me?
I'm not gonna lie. I think you're actually wrong on this. I think king snakes are non-venomous. Fact check.
If this is wrong, do you have a button on the board to shame somebody?
Yeah.
You just get the Nickelodeon like slime on you.
Yeah. Can you dump just 3 gallons of slime on Jarrett's head if he's wrong?
yeah.
Jared, how much money? Okay, before this, how much money you want to put on the fact that I'm right?
I'm $200.
Jared, that's more money than I have, and you know that. That's more money than you have.
Let's do $5.
$5? Shake on it, pal. Milk snakes are venomous. Milk snakes are non-venomous. King snakes are venomous.
King snakes are non-venomous is the only thing I'm gonna bet on.
You're saying they are.
King snakes are venomous. Milk snakes are non-venomous.
And you're going with they're not.
They're not. King snakes are not.
No, king snakes are not venomous.
Wait, what?
They are non-venomous constrictors that will kill prey by suffocation.
Wait, is that the black? Did I get the wrong snake?
This is from
Maybe.
SanDiegoZoo.com.
You're thinking of
Shit.
Reputable
coral
source.
snakes?
Wait, is it coral
You were
snakes?
thinking of coral snakes, and I was gonna correct you on that, but I was like, let me drag this out
Fuck.
into a little.
That's like the only. I was supposed to be like the reptile guy, and I fucked it up.
It's the only snake fact you know.
God damn it!
Your whole lot, you're a fraud.
I don't know anything.
Coral snakes, you're right,
Are.
are venomous.
Fuck.
Turns out I know more
So
about
you know what? Since I gave you a womp womp, here's what you get next.
the best.
A standing ovation. He deserves it. Here on that
Also, that ovation is from just like the scientists, all the snake scientists.
one. That's the herpetology community on their feet.
All the staff at SanDiegoZoo.com that joined us for the fact check today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Can the next one be just you have just like a boo, just like a. You need a button one of those.
I don't want to talk about reptiles anymore. You hurt my feelings.
I should have a
I've
boo.
caught a king snake before. I know king snakes are not because like they looked. I have a core memory where I caught one and I thought it was because it was huge and it was intimidating and I was a small boy and my dad was like, no, you can just catch it because they're not.
Damn it.
They're like a rat snake.
Maybe that's why I said coral snake, and then I corrected myself to king snake. I was like, I'm not going to say coral snake like some sort of fucking idiot. I want to make a fool out of myself on here. People are watching
Yeah,
this.
be careful. Don't talk about snake facts outside of here.
No more reptile facts
Practice
ever
on
again.
them, yeah.
This is what I get. God damn it.
Mammal facts. Let's go there.
Oh.
Let's move on.
I really liked your reaction during that intro. You got very animated,
Thank
especially with the red truck.
Oh, the red. Yeah, that's.
let's-
I fucking I bought that truck for my aunt for $500. It was a manual, and I never. I think I drove it one time, and I sold it, and I bought a different car.
Oh, that's
Wow.
why you never learned how to drive manual.
Yeah, well, 'cause
you didn't have that.
I bought that truck off my aunt, and it had that thing had like 200 something thousand miles on it, and the clutch was completely burnt out. So you had to rev it up to like 6,000 RPMs, or it would just stall in the middle of the road. So it's like my uncle, who had been driving nothing but manual his whole life, could not drive that truck, and I couldn't learn on it. So I sold it, and then I bought a Cadillac instead.
Yeah, the Cadillac's way cooler.
It is a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jared.
Post about the Cadillac?
Yeah, there's a picture on it. If you had done your research, David, you would know that I actually bought a Cadillac instead.
I know.
No, I'm joking.
Boo, David.
No, not boo, David. David, give yourself a cheer on the cheerboard right now. You earned
Yeah,
it.
do I need to hit the button for you?
I can do that.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, such a good host.
Oh, you should be doing that too. If I would host my own podcast, yeah, and I had a
Can
soundboard.
you imagine if every time, especially since most of the people that come here are strangers, and every time I said something cool, I was applauding myself? I would look like a narcissist of epic proportions.
Oh,
It would be
so
so awesome, though.
Yeah.
Get into like a moral argument with a guy that you've like barely ever met before. Anytime he makes a point, you boo, and anytime you say something, you cheer. And he's just like, no, it's like, well, listen to the crowd, man. Like, what do you want me to say?
You take a strong opinion on like a really unlikable stance, like women's rights or something. You're like, yeah, women.
Why would he take a bad stance on women's rights, Jared?
Because it'd be funny to hit the.
It would be funny
applause,
to pull it
the
off of that.
ovation on you. Like as soon as you have that, yeah. Oh, it'd be good.
I think abortion should be legal everywhere. Just the standing ovation button.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's a bad idea. You shouldn't say that kind of stuff.
No, we'll edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
That's
Yeah,
staying
we should
That's
be
staying
clear
in.
where we
Yeah.
stand on that.
This is the unedited podcast.
The
good.
unedited podcast.
Seeing unedited is good. Seeing things live, once things get edited down, it's like, it's no longer the real me. Right?
Right.
There's going to be maybe 6 entertaining minutes this entire episode. Jarrett, you gotta.
I don't like texting. I like calling. I like in person. I don't like recording. I think comedy should be seen live. I think podcasts should be seen live. That's why I was happy you did that, because it's like, yeah, getting things unedited. You're already gonna try to edit yourself down in the moment, because you wear a mask or whatever. Anybody seen The Mask with Jim Carrey?
I have.
All right.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
You've never seen The Mask with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
No.
See, that's the thing, is now the only mask that people know Jim Carrey for is the one that he wore to that red carpet event. You guys see that? And people are like, Jim Carrey was killed by the Illuminati and replaced by a thing.
Different, right? Or he.
I believed it wholeheartedly. Well, I think
people were saying his eyes look different. Like he had.
No, he's like a visibly
eyes?
different guy. He's like these big fat cheeks. His voice sounds completely different. His eyes are a different color. It's like, well, I think, and then there's this guy who's like well known for making. I think he's like a French like guy or whatever. And he made a post of like with a mask. It's like, oh, it was me dressing as Jim Carrey for like this red carpet event as like a stunt or whatever. But then nobody's heard from the real Jim Carrey. I didn't do that much research into it, but I believed it wholehearted. I was like, people were like, see how he has his eyes different color. They killed him for talking about the Illuminati, and they tried to replace him with someone else. I'm like, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't look that much into conspiracy theories too. I just believe them immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awesome.
What shape is the Earth?
It's not round. Also, I live in Round Rock now. Why? I know.
No, keep going, Jarrett.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're going to do here. Keep going.
Maybe they named it because they were trying to like keep the flat earthers out of the city. Because there's nothing.
I'm not stopping
here.
you.
Hot take. Round Rock. It's the flattest place ever. It's just a flat suburb. It's named after one rock. I went to the place where the rock is. I couldn't even find the rock. You can see it on Google Images. You're like, oh, cool, I want to go see that rock, and all the rocks look the same. It's not. Maybe they.
Can I ask you? Wait.
David, you know Jarrett's doing his act for you right now?
I love retiring bits on a podcast.
Yeah, do you know Jarrett? Do you know Jarrett's was Jarrett's act that he just did for you right there? I don't know if you could tell or not, because his natural conversation, it flowed so naturally into what clearly wasn't a bit. It was just so smooth.
Comedians are so annoying, dude. I hate this community. I hate myself. I don't think we should. What good are we doing? People come on this podcast. If you're an avid listener, like comedians often come on this podcast and they'll be like, yeah, comedy's been good for. I love this community. It's like they're all full of shit, dude. This community sucks. Nobody's supportive. They're all bullies. Everybody thinks they're better than everyone.
You know what? It's funny you bring that up, because I went to an event yesterday.
Hello?
Do you see as soon as I start talking?
Yeah, can you just leave it at the door. Yeah. No, yeah, it was supposed to have fries with it too, yeah. Thanks. All right, bye. Sorry, go ahead.
Jared, did you just bomb with a physical bit?
I had DoorDash coming, dude.
Are you bombing with props?
I wanted to do that on stage.
Jared,
too.
you didn't even touch the screen to like make it look like you were answering the phone. You just pulled the phone out of your pocket and put it to your ear.
I have it. I answered.
You didn't even answer it.
It just answers.
You answered it in your pocket?
All right, dude. Yeah, I answer my
You
pocket.
press it with your dick just in your pants. Just fucking reach over it. All right.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get crass. I'm
don't
sorry.
Don't make it weird.
I won't.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was
trying
going to say,
to
may
be
I
funny.
talk now on my show?
I told you,
Could
throw stuff at
Could
us.
I tell a story?
Yes.
Yeah, David. Yeah.
Here's the thing. When he did that whole terrible phone bit, I was so shocked at being interrupted for such a bad reason that it wasn't even let's throw something at him. It was like what's the worst thing I could possibly do to him? Does he have a pet I could kill?
He does.
I have a dog.
Yeah, doesn't its name start with O? Osiris or something?
It's Oso, yeah.
Oso,
yeah. Yeah,
Holy
well, I
shit.
couldn't kill a dog. I might kidnap him.
Yeah, he'd probably like that. He likes meeting new people, and he doesn't know what circumstances are. So yeah,
Like father, like son. He doesn't know what circumstances are.
he doesn't know when it's okay to go into a bit with something that's not planned out or anything.
I knew we were talking about earlier how funny it would be if you just shot Jarrett. Just then when he interrupted you, if you had just killed him right there.
Just pulled out a gun.
You just blew him away. Like the Joker movie. You see that movie, Jarrett?
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Joker with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, I got
Please
that.
keep telling your story.
No, I got that as a Halloween costume also. I dressed up as
You would dress up as the Joker
with
for
the suit
Halloween.
and
I bet you
everything.
made a good Joker.
It was good.
Yeah, you look like you're on drugs. You're nice and skinny. You got like that weird one-sided smile because half your face doesn't work.
No, this was before. This was actually before. Hey, hold on a minute. Hold on. I should dress up now. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the roast of Jarrett Zeller.
We still need to do that, by the way. We're supposed to do a going away roast for my roommate and I when we were leaving College Station. Like usually that's the people in that community, like the comedians. We do a going away roast whenever somebody leaves that city. I guess because we're celebrating like leaving a shitty town. Anyways, I haven't done the. Yeah, great. This is a great part of the show. I haven't done my going away roast. It's
But you left.
we left, so
So you
I'm
can't
already
do it
gone.
now.
Yeah, I'm already gone. It sucks. I've written so many roasts for all my friends and stuff, and
You're
Yeah.
so good at writing. You're so funny. You write so many jokes. How many did you write, Jarrett?
I'm just gonna record that part, put it on my phone.
Did you
Shit.
His
Did you
caller
bring
ID.
any of your joke books with you?
No.
I would have loved to read some of those in real time on this podcast.
That would have been unbelievable.
No, dude. Oh,
Can you
no.
please drive home and get your joke book and come back and we'll just keep
Oh,
going for a little bit?
No, sir. I would. You couldn't pay
Jarrett-
me a lot of money. You could pay me a lot.
I'll be the eyewitness report for Jarrett's joke book. I've like because we hang out all the time and like Jarrett genuinely he writes more than I like. Jarrett is like a better comic than I am. I sit and I just watch Jarrett write and I'm like reading through it. He's just like, yeah, I read through parts of the joke. I'm like reading pages. I'm like, I've never seen you say any of this on stage. And he's just like, yeah, I write all, and then I just kind of get up there and I get nervous and I kind of just say whatever. I'm like, you don't say any of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't say. I'll write something and I'll be like, I'm gonna deliver it exactly, and I never deliver it how it's written down ever. And so I've been trying to like get in the habit of writing less because I'm like, well, if I can write less, then it'll be easier for me to deliver the thing I wrote down. And it's just like I'll be in the moment and I'll just like I'll get distracted. I'll want to zig, instead of zag. I guess is that the saying?
David, please tell your story. You need to save the show. Please tell your story.
Yeah, this sucks. Dude. This fucking blows. I thought it was gonna be the shit here. This sucks. Hopefully we look good at least, huh? Is that good?
We,
We look
you think
good?
our looks are going to save us from this?
Maybe somebody doesn't even listen to this and just watches us. That would be weird.
Just watched on mute.
I did tell him I was going to wear a button-up shirt in honor of the fact that he always shows up to these events so classy.
I forgot.
Because I looked at his Instagram too, and I'm like, he's always going on stage with button-up shirts.
Yeah, you make a good
he
point.
Did Kill Tony in button-up shirts, and then on our hour-long phone call, because we hit it off really strong. I knew I liked him. I just didn't know. I still can't verbalize what that is.
No one can put their finger on it, dude.
Right. But in that phone call, that's usually like 12 to 20 minutes. We talked for an hour. One of my favorite preliminary phone calls I've ever had with a guest. And he was like, yeah, I'll dress up with you. I'll wear a button-up shirt
say
too.
this.
I was
He
like,
did.
all right. And
I
then
did say
today
this.
started with disappointment when you ran in the wrong entrance because you can't follow instructions. And then he gets out of his car wearing a T-shirt. I'm just like, if this is a sign of how today is going to go.
Oh,
Jarrett,
man.
you
I fucked
insufferable pig. I can't believe you would do that.
It was an awesome phone call, and yeah, I did say that. And I did look through my closet for a button-up shirt, and I decided not to. Why
Do you
did
like how I
decide
paid
not
you a
to?
compliment and insulted you in the same story?
Yeah, I'm so used to it. I get it all the time from this guy.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah,
I gotta be because sometimes I just get mean to Jarrett for no reason. I need to stop doing that.
Why? He's so
It's-
sweet.
Well, no,
Yeah,
somebody's
no,
gotta
it's
keep him
easy,
down.
I've heard, but yeah, I got to get around that somehow.
Don't want him to smile too big, you know. Gotta keep him humble.
Left side might start working again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The reason that Jarrett can actually full smile, the reason that half his face doesn't is because I'm so mean to him all the time.
Yeah, nothing to do with the accident.
The joy's been he was fine after the accident. The accident helped. If anything, it's just
I think you are right. The
my
accident.
suppression of his joy has significant. Dude, I haven't
He
said
does
anything.
humbled me. It's
I haven't
cool.
said anything funny this whole time. I've just been mean to you.
Yeah, me too.
It's
The way this episode is going to go is by the end of it, Jarrett's going to carry the whole thing with interesting, or you guys are going to carry it. Jarrett's going to have like fun stuff. He's got like Kraken, he's got this interesting brain. And the whole time it's just me trying to shit on him. It's not going to be funny. I'll be like, what the fuck is that fat weird guy being so mean to the funny one? What the hell was that all about? This one
Will
guy
you
was
stop
like,
stroking the mic arm like that?
force a habit.
God damn it. Give me a fucking fidget spinner or something. I'm stroking the mic again. Looking fucking... Oh,
No
jeez,
way.
This is awesome.
That's fantastic.
We don't hear from him the rest of the episode because he's just over here spinning away, drinking his. We're not going to name them; they're not sponsored.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck them.
Yeah. Next, can you give me like circles and squares and triangles I can like fit into?
Do you have any like multicolored blocks by any chance, like something like that?
Yeah.
David, please tell your story. Jared interrupted
yeah.
you 9,000
Come on,
times.
Come on.
Back to the hating comedians.
Yeah.
I went to an event yesterday.
Okay.
And they did like a networking event for podcasters. And I was really excited. I was like, I'm going to meet all these other podcasters. We can talk about podcasting and wins and losses. And I'm going to find my people. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to get them guests for the show. This is going to be great. The amount of ego in that room. Oh my God.
Holy smokes.
Like competing egos and stuff.
Yep.
And,
I met one guy that I liked, and we had like a 45-minute conversation, and guess where he is from?
Where's that?
Singapore.
Oh, no.
And I thought, isn't that crazy that the one person I connect with is not embedded in American culture?
Yeah.
Who
I'm
would've
not
thought?
making a giant generalization about American culture. I'm just
No.
saying it's very ironic that of all the 30 people I talked to, the one person I got along with does not live here.
That guy has to have if you're from Singapore, it has sing in the name. You have to have like a light and jolly soul, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm
Right?
going to do stand-up in Singapore. You think they'd like me?
Jarrett,
I like
shut
you.
the fuck up.
Yeah, well, you're not Singapore. What? If you're from Singapore, what are you called? Or you just...
Singaporean.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. You made that up. That's not.
Singaporean is a great word. Also, I gotta say, I've
Not
all the
just-
places on earth, a podcast convention feels like it would have like one of the worst. Because like, as far as podcast, because like anytime you see somebody who usually has like a podcast, it's usually there's like a. I gotta back up a little bit. You know, there's like a stereotype around about white guys with podcasts. Just like there should be a law around who's allowed to buy podcast equipment because the amount of guys who think they're funny or whatever, like me and Jarrett, should not have a podcast. The amount of white guys who think they're funny, who sit down there, is like, well, we'll just print $1 billion being funny on a podcast. And it's just like, I could only imagine the amount, like, these are people who think it's smaller podcast stuff. I imagine these are guys who are sitting down just being like, I'm so interesting. I could talk for over an hour and people will want to listen to me. I can't, because you are absolutely an exception for podcast. Because I haven't met that many people with podcast. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be super nice this whole time because we were so unprofessional setting this whole thing up. I really got to try to be. We were late showing up, and he's just like, guys, are you going to come to the show today? We just didn't. I filled out the application last night at 3:00 in the morning. Like, I'm going to be super nice for the entire show, and you're fucking great. But as far as, like, you're such a sweet dude, just being like, yeah, like, I want you to share your interesting story. Like, I'd like to hear your perspective. This is so perfect. Like, Jarrett and I walk in, there's professional lighting and microphones. There's a whole set.
Awesome.
Like, there was a lady that did my makeup and stuff. There was a
She needed
there,
to.
yeah,
also.
there was a fluffer that got my dick to like half mast. That way I'd look really cool when I walked up here.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff. It's like, I can only imagine you walking in with the purest of like, you love podcasting. Like, I feel like most people who do podcasts do it specifically to be like they think they're important enough they can talk and be interesting for an hour. You clearly love podcasting. You love doing interviews. You do all this fucking. You found pictures of me as a 12-year-old boy.
That's awesome. Well, okay.
For God's sakes, it takes a
You
lot
say it
of.
like that, yeah.
You're either incredibly dedicated or some sort of pervert to be able to do this level of work this effectively. I can only imagine you walking in with just this bright and beautiful soul with a love of
Big old
podcasting.
smile on my face.
Yeah, I cannot wait to make a friend and talk about something I love, and a guy just being like, yeah, I'm just trying to, just like, yeah, I just have a couple of followers, and give me some of your like worst interactions from this podcasting, because I can only imagine.
Yeah, tell us.
Shit on the podcast, guys, please.
We'll edit it out.
Like one of them, so because
Edit
it's
it
a
in.
networking event, I feel like you if you see like a group of people talking, there's this unspoken rule that you can just jump in the circle and join the conversation.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, let's
So the
talk about
very
that.
first table I went to was these 3 dudes, and I walked up with my drink, and the guy looks at me and he's like, "Can we help you?" And I was like, "Oh no, I just here." Attendee, podcaster, wanted to jump in on your guys' conversation. What are we talking about today? And he goes, "We're having a meeting right now."
A meeting.
At a
Dude.
networking event.
A meeting.
This guy blew you off. He probably has like a podcast about like Dungeons and Dragons or something. It's probably just like it's probably a guy with a podcast about like growing house plants or something, just being like, "Sir, you don't mind we're busy over here."
Yeah.
You fucking cocksucker.
Be like
Whatever.
trim salvia and gardens.
That's no. There's no way that guy was that interesting.
That would be pretty cool.
And then they, you know how they say you should never meet your heroes?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this guy's my hero, but there is a guy, I'm not going to name him or his podcast, but when he
no.
showed
Can you
up,
tell us off air? Because I would like to hear this.
I will.
Fantastic.
When I see him, I beelined over to him, and I was so excited, again, just to talk podcasting. And have you ever been talking to someone, and as you're talking to them, they're sort of, Jarrett, talk, just say words for 10 seconds.
Blue, blue, blah, 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 blah,
You've been talking, interrupting this whole time, and the one time you need to say something, you don't have it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you saw it because then you started insulting him. But he wouldn't make eye contact, and so he was just like looking around, like he wanted to look at anything but me. And I would ask him a question or two. He wouldn't ask questions back. He'd give very short-ended answers. And then he saw someone that he wanted to talk to, and he was like, "Oh, I have to go talk to that person," and he just bounced.
Oh, what a dick!
And I was like, "Dude, that was an actual like genuine disappointment of just like, fuck you, dude.
That's a shame.
I'm not gonna listen to your show anymore. I looked up to you. Why'd I look up to this motherfucking guy?
That's the worst.
Why did you? Ovation, please.
It kind of just sounds like you have bad taste.
I guess so.
No. It's probably
I'm a
just
bad judge of character. I mean, look who's on my show.
Oh, that was good. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
I got a hit.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Come on. That's pretty good.
That's fantastic. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like that is just like one of the worst things in the world. Like being genuinely passionate about something and just meeting people who are like, I feel like kind of like comedy's kind of the same way. This is my only the only perspective. I'm 14 years old. The only perspective I have on anything is stand-up comedy.
David looked at us like,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to call. The police are coming. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is just how kids from Colorado age. No, I'm 21.
Kidnap
But
this kid.
yeah.
I'm taking him to Jeffrey Epstein Island next after this.
Can I tell my story now, Jared?
No. Yeah,
You're just gonna talk about me going to Epstein's Island as a kid?
You look like you bombed at Epstein's Island.
I bombed at Epstein's Island. 14-year-old me. I'm just like trying to do. I'm just like, so you guys seen the new Dave Chappelle special? Like, shut up, kid, suck my dick.
We're busy. We're trying to get our
Okay.
dick sucked.
How are we allowed to be crass on here? I don't want to be disgusting because you have I don't want to be gross on your podcast, but that's.
Yes, and before you do, in case we don't talk about podcast evolution again, David, shout out to you, not me. David with the book podcast. I forgot about him. He was awesome. So Tim from Singapore and David with the books. You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah, that rules.
Awesome. Get crass.
Get crass. Give a shout out. Just like, so I was sucking you guys' dick on Epstein's Island.
Anyways, yeah.
No, my bad. But no, it's just like I'm 21, but it's like I'm a young guy. Like I don't really have much life perspective on anything. But I love stand up. It's like the only thing I kind of know how to talk. Like it's the only thing I like to. But it's like I can only like because I love stand up. I think that's one of the reasons I think that you and I get along immediately. Is like I can tell you have a passion for podcasting. I think the same way that I love stand up. It's like just love of the game. Like there's passion for it. You know, like I can tell when you start talking about like podcasting stuff. I can feel I can see your fucking soul light up, which is super cool. But like, I feel like stand-up is, especially in Austin, it's been a similar way. Like right when I first moved here for comedy stuff, it's like trying to talk to people, especially in Austin. Like I would go to my first couple open mics, and you know, there's some genuinely funny people walking around here, and you'd walk up to them afterwards. I'd walk up after them and be like, "Hey, you were super funny. I love this bit. I love that." And they just fucking they would look through me like I wasn't even fucking there. So I totally relate to the whole thing of like just wanting to indulge in your community that you're passionate about, and just having people think that they're better than you, and just looking straight through, and not even giving you the chance to even interact with you as a person, is a really, really fucking shitty feeling. Like I hope you bump into more fucking podcasting pals, dude. That would rule.
Yeah, have you?
Or not.
Or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just be like, podcasting guy's the worst. I'm like, I hope you find more of them.
Well, and then what was crazy this morning too was went to the gym, and there is a guy on the machine next to me, and I just used that machine, and I looked at him and I was like, dude, isn't this the best fucking back machine you've ever used? And he was like, bro, fuck yeah. We talked for 20 minutes. He had such a good energy. I invited him on the show, and he said yes. And so isn't it funny that I go to a networking event to find podcast guests, find zero, go to the gym somewhere where none of us are talking to each other, found a great guest.
Yeah.
Great guest.
I mean, he's feeling good. Probably just got done working out, so like the endorphins are running already. So I mean, a networking event, the whole purpose is to network, but probably nobody's having good conversations. It's all like
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
It's just like, right? Like, it's kind of just shitty, probably, like, it's computerized verbiage being thrown around.
So, yeah, it's probably just like a dick sucking contest, try to get on other people's podcasts.
Talking about the egos and stuff, and, like, that's annoying, dude. Yeah. Anyways.
The meeting one was crazy. And he put his hand up, too, just like that.
Oh, my God. He traffic copped you?
He did this? Like, his quarter down, or was it up here?
We're in a meeting.
Okay.
That's even more. He didn't even have the good grace to put his hand up all the way, just like kind of halfway.
No,
of course. We're having a meeting.
That's awesome. Not that it happened to you, but just that you brought that up. That reminded me of like when my first time in New York City. I learned that doing that is how you like get around town with like a sort of good confidence, because like you're walking the street and the cars are honking and trying to go, and you're just like. And it's
Jared's
like
just walking through traffic in New York City. He's like
both arms up like fucking Moses parting the seas.
Just spinning in circles. Traffic's going, get out of the road, asshole. Just fucking. Dude, this city is awesome.
I was saying that the entire time. And you do that to a car, and you just be like, I'm fucking walking here, and it's just like that was one of the things I wrote down of like things to do. Is like stick my hand out, be a like New Yorker dick kind of
just be an asshole.
Well, no, because like Southern Texas people, we're always like, oh, excuse me, sorry, thank you, howdy. I did that when I first landed, and I quickly realized people are not like that. They like don't look at you. They do the hand thing, and so I picked up on that, and I was like, that's what I started doing to cars and homeless people. I don't want your
homeless people.
Yeah, I don't want whatever you're trying to tell me.
They're still people, right? And you're just fucking putting.
Not to Jarrett, they're not.
I'm just trying to fit in. I was
not to Jarrett, the homeless enemy.
He sees them being mean to a population. He's like, yeah, fuck those guys. Give me a tomato to throw.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to fit in.
Oh, it fucking worked too. I wore some shitty clothes. I looked like a tourist, but people came up to me and they're like, hey, do you know how to get to here? And I'm like, dude, I'm a tourist. And they're like, oh, we thought you lived here. I was like, oh, you must have saw me being mean to a homeless guy.
This guy looks like an insufferable douchebag. He has to live in New York City.
Yeah. Good one, Kyler.
No, I'm joking, Jared. I love you to death. I'm going to stop being mean. I'm serious. I'm going to stop it right now.
I'm not.
David. No, it's your turn now. I'm passing on the.
No, it's good. It's good. You always need people in your circle that are like not super nice to you. He is. Don't get me wrong. Kyler is really good at glazing people. If you haven't noticed already, he loves just giving compliments.
Anytime, David. That's going on the Patreon.
I didn't know that's what you called it. I thought glazing was like something the Mormons do before they get married or something.
That's soaking as you're talking.
I was close. It had an ing at the end. Other than that, wasn't close at all.
Yeah, the way you officiate a Mormon wedding is you have to come on the face of all 9 of your wives. That's how you actually. That's how the ceremony goes.
Fuck! I didn't realize I had so many wives. God, I should have.
Yeah, you're just building up for months, just like. Yeah, that's actually how it works. Is you line up 15,000 women in a line, and as many of them as you can glaze, you get to keep as a wife. That's how it works in Utah.
So the one at the very end is
I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be a huge hit. Yeah, I was
smiling.
I'm sorry. But
Kyler doesn't know that
grin,
much
I'll
about
take it.
snake facts or Mormons. He doesn't.
Fuck. Those are like my 2 shticks, too.
I was raised in the church, and one thing that I thought was, I'm not a Christian anymore, but there is one like king, or all the kings in the Old Testament. You guys ever heard of like these kings and they have 500 wives?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember as a kid doing the math in my head. I'm like, 500. There's 365 days in a year. Some of these alleged wives are probably like going months without seeing this dude. He's not having sex with all of them. I don't care who he is. There's no dude that is efficiently pleasing 500 different women. And that was always that is why I left the church, actually. This book is false.
God.
This book is so wrong. They were like, let's exaggerate this a little. How many did he really have? 13? Let's put 500.
That's so fucking funny. I'm not Christian anymore. Why? There's no way one guy could fuck 500 women. It's just like, what?
What the fuck?
That's so funny.
Math doesn't check out.
Just nope, absolutely. People are just like, yeah, it's like, there's no way the miracles. Just like, no, I believe the miracles. Just like, there's no way one guy could fuck 5. Maybe that was one of the miracles.
Right.
What if somebody joined the church because of that? They're like, wait, 500 women?
Woo!
Also, it's pretty a king back then, like 5 wives, like the wives never saw him. It's like probably the equivalent of having like a long distance girlfriend now, where it's like, you're just like, yeah, I have, It's just like I have a long distance. The women are just like, yeah, I'm actually a queen. Like I'm actually wives of the king. Like shut the fuck up. And she's like, no, he's just the king of a different castle. You just haven't met him before.
Yeah. Would they even all live with him? I mean, there's no way. Right. They'd be...
Were they all in the castle,
No,
just like
he's
hanging
gotta
out
go.
with each other, best friends? And girls, from what I've heard from my lady friends, they don't like each other. So this would be a castle filled with 500 fighting women.
Just cat fights.
No,
And that's why I'm
dude.
like, there's no way. There's
no
no
way.
way.
No
The
chance.
king just like told everybody like, yeah, no, I got 30 wives in Egypt.
The king would be miserable. He'd probably
Yeah.
jump off the roof. And they're like, the land was so prosperous. There is so much wheat and gold. I'm like,
Yeah.
not with 500 wives, there wouldn't be.
The king guillotined himself because all 500 of his wives wouldn't shut up.
Yeah.
Oh.
We lost another one. Why can't we find a non-suicidal king? Give him another 100 wives. Get up to 600. That could help.
Yeah, he just needs more wives. That's actually the thing. 'Cause everyone's like, dude, being a king must have been so easy. It's just like you just sit and you rule everything. It's like, no, the trade-off is you have to have 500 wives.
You have to. To be a king, to rule. You have to keep getting a new wife like every week, right? 500?
You locked in so much when you said that, like, to be a king, to rule the world.
Rule. Let's think about
You
this.
really got into that. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like to get into things, dude.
He does like to get into things. Also, I want to point out, because I don't remember what we were talking about earlier, but I was going to mention this earlier. It's fun, or I've made some sort of joke about Jarrett being like an insufferable dickhead, which is not true. But it is funny. Jarrett is like, and you've gotten to talk to him enough now. He's he's super sweet, super funny, just says like the funniest shit, just like off the dome. Great. He looks like the most insufferable dickhead on earth. If you see him walking, like he'll dress up all nice, like hair slicked back. He's got like the millennial beard, the half smirk because of his injury. He looks like a fucking asshole all the time.
Well, you want to hear something funny?
Absolutely.
I listen to Kill Tony because I don't want to be inviting people based off their looks.
Uh-huh.
So then when we scheduled our phone call together, I pulled up the video and I saw him and I was like, fuck.
Oh, dude. Oh, no.
Oh, fuck, dude. He's just going to talk about vaping the whole time. This is going to be awful.
He's probably going to show up and I ask him a question. He's going to pull out his phone and say, I'm in a meeting. Hold on.
Yeah.
We're doing fucking callbacks now? Now
Holy
this is
shit.
podcasting, dude.
Dude, no, yeah. When you first reached out to me, I was honestly a little weirded out because you reached out to me. You sent me a video of you with your shirt off, and I was like,
I forgot about
oh,
that.
this is fucking. Oh, is this what's going on here? I'm not even gonna. But then I listened to the whole video, and I was like, okay, this is clearly not a bot. But
I didn't have a shirt on?
you didn't have a shirt on.
I usually put shirts on for those videos.
There was not a shirt on, dude. I was like, oh, this guy clearly wants to have sex with me. I was like, what the fuck? Why is he reaching out to me? He wants me to be on his pod. What is that? Is that code for something? You know, I don't know.
Podcast? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that is fucking funny.
Is that OnlyFans? I don't know. But no, I'm glad you reached out, dude. Genuinely, when I've watched clips and I've seen like your basically your mission statement and stuff for the podcast and like what you want. And it goes back to what Kyler was saying about you, where it's like the respect, it comes from, we can tell that you made that decision to pursue podcasting. Like there was a decision you made where it's like, I want to do this. There's a good reason behind it. And that's like that drive, that purpose. I mean, it kind of goes with us for comedy. You know, we'll meet people who say they're comedians, but you can tell they didn't make that decision to like pursue it really. And so they're just kind of dabbling in it. And it's like, you need somebody who's fully committed.
Also, it's really funny to say we meet people who think they're comedians. Like, dude, we're both open micers. Like, him and I are going to go do an open mic tonight to 3 people who don't want to listen. Just like some people aren't real comedians like we are.
Can't wait, yeah. No,
I appreciate the kind words. He does lock in when he wants to, doesn't
He
he?
does. Isn't it weird? And you can never tell when he's going to do it.
You do, like, you almost have like a little shift in energy a little bit where like you stop swiveling and your lazy Susan mode gets turned off and you're
These callbacks, holy shit.
Call back to Mr. 709. That
You know,
rules.
my mom was like, after that Kill Tony episode, after she saw it, she was like, we need a hashtag lazy Susan. Start a hashtag lazy Susan. Mom, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be. Yeah, that was the first thing out of it. Wasn't like that was good, that was bad. It's just like quick strike while the iron is hot. Capitalize, you know.
That's so funny. Oh my God, that's the Lazy Susan guy.
Yeah, like that would catch.
Oh, can I? Okay. Also, I do want to tell at least my perspective of the story about Jarrett's Kill Tony episode because it was so fun. Like, and I understand it's probably kind of like a boring thing for podcasting, but it's like I think everybody talks about Kill Tony or whatever, but it's like we signed up like. We're like we don't sign up for KT all that often. Like we came down from College Station, or I'd already been living here. They came down from College Station, signed up for KT just for fun. We show up to this thing. I got off work early. We were all excited, and it's me, Jarrett, our buddy Josh, and our buddy Rick Blaze.
All from College Station.
All from College Station. We're all fucking hanging out upstairs. And we're waiting for like, it's like 3 hours. Like you're hanging out upstairs. Jarrett and Rick Blaze are both drinking and smoking like outlaws the entire time. I'm watching these guys kill shots. Jarrett went outside, probably smoked 3 full joints. Him and Rick, they're gone for like half an hour. They miss like 2 people getting called. They wander back in, and I'm like, he's clearly out of his mind. Like, just his eyes are rolling back like a shark trying to eat something. Like,
at that point,
he comes in and go, Jarrett, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, what if you get pulled? You're going to be out of your mind. He's like, I'm not going to get pulled. We're sitting there. David, if there's a lot of things I regret in this life. Well, I have a dead parent that I never got to say goodbye to. She passed away. I regret not recording his face when he got pulled for killing, less than I regret saying goodbye to one of my dying parents. It was the funniest thing. He's sitting here, and you're sitting in like the shitty crowded bar. You're surrounded by people who just fuck. There's some real comics now, but it's mostly just like fucking retarded people. Just stinking, just a waft. It's just hell. Just hammered guys like doing rails off like a port. It's hell. We're standing out here, and I'm talking to Jarrett, and I'm lighting him up, being like, Jarrett, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? We're trying to get pulled. I'm not getting pulled. Just then the guy walks in and goes, Jarrett Zeller, you've been pulled for Kill Tony. Jarrett Zeller. And I watch his face drain of color. It was like it's like in the movies when in like a World War II movie when 2 soldiers are talking to each other about how it's all gonna be okay, and then his buddy gets his head blown off in front of him, and he's just like, yeah, with the ringing. He had shell shock at Jarrett. I watched him just go. The guy comes over, grabs him, and of course we're like, he's over here. He's over. The guy comes over, grabs Jarrett, and escorts him away. Jarrett's like, wanders away. I mean, we were laughing so hard. I'm like, this is gonna go. I'm like, Jarrett, we're either not going to see him for an hour because he won a golden ticket, or he's going to come back in 13 minutes because Tony banned him from the show. Yeah. There's no difference.
No, the shell shock analogy is real. It was just like, I felt like my brain was trying to snap into like, trying to sober myself up like automatically, but there's just no way. When you get in a car to drive home, but you've had a little, and then sometimes you can lock in because like just the act of driving. Yep. It was the act of getting called up. My brain. I never experienced anything like that. So it was crazy. It was surreal.
So now that I know this, I have to follow up and ask: was that the minute you were planning on doing that night? Okay.
Yeah, I decided that the day before.
Okay.
It was the only way to sleep. I had to decide on something. I couldn't go without deciding. I was like, I had just done that bit in College Station at the Hilton, like the week prior. Like the Tuesday before that Kill Tony episode. And it worked in College Station at the Hilton. So you can guess what kind of crowd was there. Yeah. The reason why it worked. But
yeah, he was performing at a Klan meeting. But the difference
yeah, exactly.
It's so funny too, because like a big part, like a huge issue with Kill Tony is that like a lot of people sign up for it now because they're just like fans. They don't prepare for it. They treat it like an open mic. It's like, I'll sign up for Kill Tony. They go up there unprepared. They fucking eat shit, and it hurts the quality of the show. It's so funny that he had the wherewithal to prepare for the show and like come up with a minute and be like, get in the mind space, and then still get just belligerently fucked up before getting pulled.
Yeah,
Why'd you do that?
Why did you do that?
Okay, there we go. If we want to be serious for a minute, I don't mind talking about it.
Well, it's too late now.
Jarrett, what the fuck else are you going to talk about?
No,
sure, I can lend a couple minutes to spin a tale for you guys.
Since
Jarrett,
I'm here.
Jarrett, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving us your thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
I was being mean and not funny again. I'm sorry.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me here. I'm glad you picked my favorite candle to, what is that, lemon?
Cinnamon rolls. You didn't even pay attention.
Not
Lemon!
even close.
Does it smell like lemons in here to you?
You put so much effort in. You literally research. You know his social security number. You did so much research for the show. And he doesn't even have the wherewithal to try to smell the candle that you lit to set the ambiance for us. How disrespectful is that, if you really think about it?
Oh, dude. Okay, no. So if you want to know, the Kill Tony episode, I had to go in there. It's such a big stage for me, right? That was the biggest stage of my life at that time. It
Yeah,
still is.
for some context, like what are the kind of shows we were doing at the time? This is like a year ago. We're still not
Bryan
doing big
open
shows
mic
now.
once a week. You know, we'd have a once a month show in Bryan. Sometimes I'd go to Houston to do some mics.
And just in case anyone doesn't know, Kill Tony is the biggest live podcast in the world.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
people don't know that.
these episodes get millions and millions of views.
Millions.
It can, if you have like an incredible thing, it can seriously boost
Yeah,
boost like a
it could be
social media
life-changing.
following.
Yeah.
It can really give you a huge boost to your career.
It is crazy. And yeah, so there was like 115,000 people or like 200,000 watching live. I think 2.5 million watched.
And he was on a good episode. It was Kyle Dunnigan as
That's
Bill Maher
so
and Big J
good.
Okerson.
That was
So
good.
good.
I didn't recognize him
Fantastic
at the
guest.
time.
Yes.
They crushed it. So yeah, his episode got more views because it was great guests
He was
as
a
well.
Great guest, yeah. I couldn't think of I think at the time, for sure, I didn't have the material, I think, that was good enough. For sure. At all. There was no material I think I had. When Tony asked me, give me your best joke, you know, I couldn't give him anything because I'd never thought about what is my best shit because I just had that, I don't even want to call it insecurity. I didn't know I didn't want to be the best at the time. I think I think I was afraid of giving my best. That's funny. Yeah, go on. Yeah,
no,
go on.
I'm really enjoying this.
No, this is good.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I was probably scared of giving my best. So when I decided, I think it was easier for me to just decide on like a shallow premise thing that I thought was like kind of funny to do. Maybe it would work with my friends, but for that audience, it was not the thing to do. But it was what I decided on because it was easier for me to go sleep at night and then wake up and commit to doing Kill Tony. And it's like, okay, if I get called up, if I give my best and they don't like it, I probably couldn't handle it. So it's easier to do something silly and stupid just to get your feet wet. And after that, it's been pretty awakening. Just like actually, okay, work on like 2 minutes, work on 4 minutes of like really good material or stuff that I like. Start writing more, locking in after that. So yeah, if you think I'm locked in right now, yeah, you should have met me before Kill Tony.
Genuinely, I did not know that you actually had like a reason for doing. I didn't know you actually put that much thought. I thought you were just. I thought you just picked something insane for shits and giggles. I didn't know you were like.
No, I just didn't believe in anything. That's what it was like, almost like a universe thing, or like God or whatever that coming down to make Tony ask me to give him the best because it's like I'm confronting.
Can I give context to this? Because I do want to pipe in because I love his Kill Tony appearance so, not just because he's like one of my best friends and it's surreal as shit to see your homie up, and he had a great appearance. Like he was getting laughs the whole time. He was giving enough stuff for granted he was really fucked up and then kind of like clearly scared out of his mind, but he still had like a great. The set, Jared, do you want to explain what the bit you actually because we have to take a step back because you got a little far ahead with like him asking you to do your best thing. Explain to the listeners what the actual bit you did on the show was.
It was an impression of Kamala Harris as a white guy.
What's that sound like?
It wasn't as a white guy. It was an impression of Kamala Harris as a guy.
Oh, as a guy. Yeah, no, it was just as a guy. Yeah, or else that would have
right.
worked at all. Yeah, it was just Kamala Harris as a guy. And it was just me doing like black voice. And there was no like I wasn't even talking about politics or anything. No. I think I was talking about like cuz it was Valentine's Day, it just happened, so I was like pretending to be Kamala Harris, like buying flowers, and I was just like, "Shit, man."
Jared, do I have your permission to do the bit? Because I have the whole thing memorized.
Yeah, you can do it word for word.
I love it
I
so
like
much.
Hearing you do it better.
This is one of my favorite, because all right, so the way Jared does this bit is he walks up on stage, and it's the funniest, like, his stage presence is so funny. He walks up, and he's just like, okay, this is my impression of Kamala Harris as a guy.
Well, first I walked up, and I was like, please be a good audience. Please be a good audience.
Right.
That was funny. He's just like, please let this work, which is very funny. To then, it's kind of like this is funny. So he's like, does like this great little sub thing, and then he's just like, all right, this is my impression of Kamala Harris as a guy. And it's like, okay, so and I'm going to do kind of like a play-by-play here.
Yep.
So you would think, you hear Kamala Harris as a guy, you'd imagine this is going to be some sort of joke ribbing on, potentially the fact, the presidential, like the election's going on at this point, and maybe it's talking about like something she had just done on the campaign trail. It will get interacted in as like a guy, or like, you're expecting something related to Kamala Harris. The joke, Jerry walks up, this is my impression of Kamala Harris as a guy. Shit, man. Shit, I was walking in. I was Valentine's Day. I was going into the flower shop, buy some nice for my boo thing. You know how it be. I know the whole thing word for word, Jay. Doing something for my boo thing. You know how it be. And so I walk in. I pick out something nice. I take it to the counter. I say how much it's gonna be. The guy behind the counter said, "It's gonna be $50." I said, shit, $50. And that's the whole joke. And that's the But
then there's an ending too that I enjoyed.
Oh wait, what was the ending?
Because
this is my brain when jokes that I give don't land the way I want them to.
I was like, no, I'm funny, like a Palpatine.
He has done like this. It's like this fun little thing where you do like a Palpatine impression. But the Kamala Harris bit ends with shit $50, and then there's just nothing related to Kamala Harris at all. It's just a racist black guy voice with no context whatsoever, and then he did Emperor Palpatine, which was awesome. And then it just cuts back, and the whole panel, Big J. Ogerson literally just goes, yeah, the whole time I was waiting for you to say something about Kamala Harris, then it was just racist. The whole time. It was unbelievably funny, and then the best, so, like, this whole thing, and it gets laughs throughout, because, like, it's just, like, it's mostly just off his energy and stuff. Yeah. Like, it genuinely was, it was very, I'm gasping, it genuinely was very funny. If you disagree, I'll fucking kill you. So, it was genuinely, see, I have to be nice to him sometimes to kind of balance it out, but no, it was genuinely very funny. And it was so funny, because Tony is, like, and Jarrett has especially when he gets nervous, he can get a little bit kind of, like, he can get a little squirrely.
Lazy Susan.
Yeah, like, so he's rotating around on stage, like, looking at, like, the band, and Tony's like, turn the fuck around, what are you doing? They made a joke. He's got the stage presence of a lazy Susan, which was funny, which his mom tried to make a hashtag out of. That's hilarious. You never told me that. Yeah. But it's to this part where it's like, and then Tony's talking the whole time. He's like, you're clearly funny. Tony's being incredibly nice to him. Clearly likes him. And it's so, because Tony will do this thing sometimes on the show where if a comic comes up and they do a weird minute or the minute doesn't do well, but Tony likes him in the interview, occasionally he'll toss him a lifeline. He'll be like, hey, he'll give you another minute. Which is a big, he'll be like, hey, do your best joke, do your best material.
Oh, that pissed me off so
He's
much.
giving you an excuse to try to, he's trying to help you. Yeah. Jarrett just goes, I see what you're trying to do. I'm not doing it.
That's right. And Tony's like,
everyone is visibly flabbergasted. I was watching at home going, what the fuck are you doing? And like everyone's like looking at him and he's like, yeah, man, I'm not doing that. And Tony's like, what do you think I'm trying to do? Like a question like, I'm trying to help you, real. What do you think I'm trying to do? And Jarrett's just like, no, man, I'm not doing that. Nice try, though.
Yeah, I was like, you really want me to give? I'm like, no, that wasn't good enough for you. Fuck you.
Literally the first comedian in the show's history to decline more stage time on the most popular show in the country.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
You know what I liked about that interview? Yeah. I really do listen more often than watch. And so Tony was like, oh, look, he did a little dance. And I had to see it. And so I open it up, rewind 20 seconds, and at one point the band starts playing the music, and you do this little da 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 da. And I'm like, this guy is awesome.
He is.
This guy's he's great.
This guy rules.
And then a minute later, you got a shirtless video of me. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I said, Jarrett, it's me, show business. And you're like bouncing your pectoral muscles.
Yeah. So this is
Kid, I think you're the next big thing.
Yeah, no, it was loads of fun. It's just super scary, and yeah, man, I didn't want to give him that when he was trying to give him the lifeline. I didn't want it. I was rejecting it.
Wait, you never explained that you had a genuine reason for not wanting to. The whole time I thought you were just a mentally handicapped guy. I thought it was just the truck
more than
kicking
meets
in.
The eye. Yeah, no, I'm very thoughtful, and if you get to know me, you know.
You're trying to be a cool kid right now? Were you going to pretend to have a mic arm using your actual arm?
I was hoping you guys wouldn't notice, but I felt left. No, that's one thing is I'm trying to like hold this thing. It's like rolling around in my hand. I'm trying to make sure. I'm just adjusting the microphone as it goes. I'm not a professional like you are, David.
I'm just
okay.
glad you're not over here doing this to the thing like Jarrett was.
Just weird. Yeah, not even the whole hand. Just
160 episodes. No one has ever stroked my microphone arm.
He's trying to earn a second episode.
I feel like I need to take a bleach wipe to it after you leave.
You have sexually desecrated his beautiful set with your weird antics.
Yeah, I was just this hand was just in my asshole earlier too. So yeah, you definitely want
I'm gonna try to fix
You
it.
know?
Let's just glaze past that. Or not glaze. Let's not glaze that.
Wait,
Let's
what
glance
was the
past
Mormon
that.
thing? What's
The
soaking? Let's just soak right past
Let's just
that.
soak right
Yeah.
past that.
No, you know what was funny recently was I had a comedian. I'll tell you off mic if you want to know. But when she filled out her form on the "What do you want to talk about?" she basically said politics. On the "What do you not want to talk about?" she said kill Tony or anything comedy related. And then in the culture box, I forget what she put, but I almost thought, this is sarcasm, right? Like, you want to come as a comic to talk about politics. We are not allowed to talk about anything comedy related. And so I wrote her back and I literally just said, is this sarcasm or are you being serious? And then she never wrote me back. And I was like, well, I guess she's not coming on.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
That's weird.
That is the most like weird
Politics.
like Austin comic thing to do ever. It's just like, no, I want to talk. It's just I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know who this is, so I'm not gonna say anything mean. I have a really nasty habit of talking shit about people. Like, I like to think I'm a decent guy, but I have like I am a read a whole book by its. I'm a read like don't judge a book by its cover. I judge every book by its cover. I don't even take the book off. I don't even judge a book by its cover. I just look at like the binding and I kind of like read like who the author is. I'm like, fuck you. You probably like. It's a really bad habit that I'm trying to break. I do it all the time where somebody will be like, yeah, this one person did something that was kind of weird. I'm like, yeah, fuck them. They suck. And then they're just like the nicest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
I do that. So yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
That's happened to me too. Here, I'll change subjects for you. I did think it was interesting that you said I didn't want to do my best because if they didn't like it, I couldn't handle that. I'm going to be thinking on that one for a few days.
That's probably it's got to be relatable, right?
It's
Maybe?
very relatable,
Right.
but also, like, are you doing this to impress Tony or are you doing it for you? And not to say like you shouldn't try to impress Tony, because to your point, you know you could get a golden ticket or a big joke book, but I guess if I put it in the opposite of like, you know, if I go to the gym today, and I half-ass it because I'm sort of working through this with you guys in real time, so sorry if my thoughts don't seem like they're quite put together. But it's like, if you did your best and you bomb, then you're not sleeping for a week and maybe you're drinking a little bit more.
Right.
But if you did your best and they love you and you get hired as their new regular, then your life just changed for the better. So if you do your worst, the worst cost is that you're going to have a few sleepless nights. But if you do your best and they love you, the prize is that your life just got that much better. So therefore, shouldn't you do your best, because what you could get out of it is so much more powerful than what you could get if you bomb?
This is why you're the
See
best.
how wrong you were, idiot?
Do the applause. Yeah, do the ovation. That was awesome.
Oh, that's so.
What the fuck?
I got my buttons mixed up.
Oh, dude, David, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Shouldn't you try your best to try to turn your life around? Laugh track button. That's fucking awesome.
That's a good joke. Yeah, nice one, David.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna give Jarrett some time. Can I borrow your bathroom for a moment? I
You
promise
can
I'll be
borrow
right
the
back.
bathroom.
I promise I'll give it back.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's gonna borrow it for a minute.
Here, Jarrett, you can double fist the microphones. Get really in there.
Yeah, okay. I'll pretend I'm Kyler in this one, and I'll
can you
me
do
in this
me
one.
while I'm? No, seriously. I know that you just tried to do a riff right now.
Yeah.
You do you, and then also me while I'm gone. And if you do
Okay.
a mean version of me, I'm gonna watch this episode. If you do a mean version of me, we're not fucking cool anymore.
All right, that's fine.
Do you promise you do a nice
I'll
version of me?
promise, but I'm gonna wait till you go to the bathroom, and because that'll you'll be taking like such a long, loud, lousy shit that you won't even you are gonna shit,
dude.
You're gonna shit.
Don't be fucking gross on David's podcast. I'm gonna take a piss like a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Jared, do you promise you're gonna be mean when I'm gone?
Wait, you want me to be mean?
No.
Okay, no, I won't be
I
mean then.
want you to do a really nice, genuine impression of me to fill the mic while I'm gone. That's what he
Okay.
brought us both here to have genuine conversations with.
Okay.
Us. You just
I can lock in.
If you're just a dickhead,
I can lock in. I can lock
It
in.
was funny when I told him talk for 20 seconds and he started making baby noises.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just like, what? You threw me off a little bit
Oh,
because
dude.
He can
That might
talk
be
for
the
6
brain
hours
damage.
until you need him to. That's the fucking. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
talking.
now Kyler's gonna go piss
Also,
for
I'm trying to
6
give Jared
hours.
breaks in so he can actually enjoy himself without me shitting on him. every
Oh,
4
thank
minutes.
God. Thank God
All right,
he's
so
gone.
Kyler,
I don't want to track.
just for the audience knows, is going to the bathroom, and Jarrett is mentally preparing himself for how is he going to imitate Kyler. I'm waiting to hear the door close. I think I just did. You are Kyler now. Go.
David, you're genuinely like the nicest guy. I shit on a lot of comedians, and I have such a bad problem of like with being, mean to people I don't know, and I'll just judge anyone instantly. But David, you're genuinely like the nicest guy. Yeah, nice one, Jarrett. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Just sit there and you're not gonna say anything funny? Wow. Dave, you remember when you said you were gonna shoot Jarrett with a gun? Maybe we should do that again. Maybe we should bring that back.
That was funny. That was good.
I like imitating Kyler. It's fun. I like imitating my friends. I like doing. There's this bit I do recently that's been really fun, and it's just going up. So like, if one of my friends goes on before me, I'll open with like imitate an impression of them, and it's just doing like it's just a silly, stupid. It's very fun and playful, and I get to like practice impersonating my friends, so that's been really fun to do. I like doing that.
You're quicker on your feet than you give yourself credit for, aren't you?
I am, but as you can tell and you've seen, it doesn't work out, and it's not. I don't know if it's supposed to. As obviously like a professional, it always works out for them being quick. But I will try and attack as quickly as possible. But yeah, and then I'll try to figure it out as I go. I don't have it figured out immediately when I speak, but it's like I'll start speaking and then my brain will try to like catch up to my words and put things together in a coherent and something that makes sense. But it's good to have friends around that are much smarter and quicker, like and funny, so they can help finish. Like I'll try to shoot a basketball and Kyler will like basically just carry it over and dunk it. Like
hey, that's friendship right there.
Yeah,
though. I think
no,
you
it's
just
good.
defined it.
It's good to have that. Here he is.
Nice?
Did
That
you
was
hear me
pretty nice.
laughing?
I did hear you laughing.
He did good. He made me laugh.
Wow.
First time today. So far, it's just been you.
Yeah, I heard they laughing.
I don't know why it's so easy to come up. Do your friends, not just me and Kyler, but your friends in like general? I just called you my friend. We're friends.
Yeah.
Do your friends generally like? Are you easily roastable? Like, is that everyone's thing with you? Is like
Great
people are
topic.
just constantly. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up. Dude, we can dig real deep into why people. What this is an insecurity I have too. This is awesome.
Oh no!
This is awesome.
Let me just take a spotlight, 4 of them, and shine them on your weaknesses today. and
Yeah,
your
Jarrett, come on,
insecurities.
lay it out.
Play it. You got the sad music soundtrack. The,
Do you have a sad button on the thing?
the thing Red Band does. That's always funny.
Cue it up. As soon as Jarrett says something sad, can you play the laugh track?
He's like, no, it's not even in my fucking notes. Fuck you.
All right, Jarrett, let's hear about this insecurity. No, I'm
No,
really happy
just
to be
like,
back.
yeah, I have gotten that so many times to where it's not an insecurity. It's just like an awareness I have of what other people might think of me as. Like, yeah, it's easy. I'm easy to make fun of. And I haven't processed that or tried to I haven't even tried to figure it out. I've just kind of accepted.
Before
like-
I say what I think
Yeah,
it is,
go ahead.
you say why you think, as a friend
We'll go
who's
around.
known him, why do you think he seems so zingable?
If I had to guess, I guess if I had to condense it down into why, it'd probably be because Jarrett is a fucking jackass. I'm joking. I thought it'd be like a funny thing to be like, oh, seriously, no. It's not.
I gave you a fidget spinner for a reason. Here,
Fuck this.
one for each hand.
Oh, that's so funny. You know, in my accident when I was in the hospital in the coma, they had to put mittens on my hands to stop me from jerking off.
What? What?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah.
How have you never talked about that before?
Yeah, fuck that.
Jared, you have like 2 jokes. You've never talked once about the fact you had to have non-jerk-off mittens in the hospital after your accident?
I haven't processed that. We can process it right now. Yeah, no. My parents were there,
So you were in a coma and still horny and trying to do something about it.
Apparently, it's normal for people in a coma, guys, not girls.
Want to jack off?
Yeah, guys will just like touch their dick.
Did you do that with both hands?
Feel like you shuffling cards. That was cool.
My mom told me that. I was like, wait, I'm left-handed. Was it really both hands? It should have been just one. And anyways, that bombed.
Was that true? Did you actually
No.
ask your mom how you were Mom, how was I jerking off?
Wait, so how?
No, I was genuinely, because I was concerned that my mom was watching me do this, and so I was like, wait, did I ever succeed? Like, I hope I did it. She was like, no, they stopped you before anything could happen. They had to hold me down. sedate him more, even though he's in a coma.
They put non-jerk off mittens. How
Oh,
have you
it's
never?
so funny. It's just it looks like
Jarrett, that
winter-
should be your
winter
closer.
mittens. Yeah, okay, write that down.
His mom is on the next to the hospital bed reading Chicken Soup for the Soul, and she's concerned about her son because he's fighting for his life. And then all of a sudden, as she's reading Chicken Soup for the Soul, she hears movement, and in her head she gets so excited. Oh my! Thank God, my son's alive! And she looks over, and he's just sitting there like fucking. Yeah, this is a great question. Why is this not in your set? Use all of this.
I don't know. I will now.
Jerry, you have 10 minutes about working at the fucking post office. How have you never written anything about having jerk off mittens?
Anti-jerk off mittens. All right. My mom was
guess
by
there's
the
a difference.
bedside, and apparently, like, she was trying to get me to come back again. By,
She's
like,
trying to read, and she's like
trying to
holding
get
his
you to
arm with the
come
other
back.
hand.
Sorry.
My mom was trying to get me to come. And
Say yours again. Sorry. Unless it's
it wasn't worth saying again. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm just going to try to let that one. I was really hoping it would go under the radar. I was really. No, please don't. David, I thought we were a
that's
team.
so brutal.
We
You know,
are.
somebody did that to me at a fucking open mic in Bryan. Yeah, talk about literally that sound too, at an open mic. It was a mixed mic, right? Karaoke, like they had mixed karaoke, slam poetry, and at Murphy's Law, and in downtown Bryan, and then comics. And I followed somebody who was doing karaoke, which of course I'm gonna bomb. I mean, karaoke kills every time, even if it's bad. And so I'm going up and I'm bombing to like 3 people that are pissed drunk, and they're heckling me. And then the host plays that when I'm bombing, and I'm like, and then he plays crickets on the next one, and I'm like, this is awesome. Are you gonna do this for the karaoke guys? Like, I'm like, why? Yeah. Oh, that was the one where Kyle's my roommate. He completes our little trifecta friend group.
He completes the stack.
We're called the totem pole.
We'll
We
explain.
call ourselves the totem
We'll
pole.
explain the totem in a minute. Jared, continue.
Let's get to the totem in a minute. Anyways,
You're writing down the totem.
Actually, no.
That was the okay. Why was it talking about?
Also,
the
a guy fucking sad trombone you. They
Yeah.
put fucking non-jerk off mittens on you.
Oh,
Do you just
yeah.
go out of your way to not tell me all the funniest stuff that goes on?
I like to be silent. God, I probably am too much of an asshole. I probably play an asshole more than
Jared,
I would
you don't
like.
play an asshole. Also, okay, I do need to get because I made like a shit joke out earlier. Genuinely, Jared's not easy to make fun. Jared isn't easy to make fun of. He's like a handsome dude. He's charismatic. It's just the way. Are you crying right now? You should be. If you're gonna be a bitch, I'll stop being nice.
It's just.
Are you gonna jerk off the mic stand again?
yeah. Put the men's on. All right. I was gonna cry or something.
Were you fake crying?
I think I can. If I locked in enough, I think I could fake cry. I think
If
I
I'm
could
being
get a
serious, I
tear.
thought you had it.
I think I could. It's just this is so. I'm still a little nervous and intimidated. I don't think I can.
You're nervous here?
Yeah, how are you, dude? I'm at home. I'm going to
Did you not
stay.
get greeted by the world's nicest dog? That he usually takes all the nerves. That's
Yeah.
his job.
How are you not going? We were
I
greeted
mean-
by just an adorable dog and a beautiful set. There's
Yeah.
a cinnamon rolls candle going on.
Or lemonade, apparently.
Or yeah, there's a
I'm
lemon
big
candle
fan
for
of
people who are
lemon.
insane.
That's why I always.
Okay, I do want. You're not easy to make fun of. It's just it's because it's just his brain works in a funny. Like he just says funny stuff. It's like that's the one. I've never once. I don't shit on you for. Well, I shit on you for looking like
I don't have the comedic smarts, where to make the jokes and the analogies and the connections. I just say things that are funny, and I hang around people that can do that for me. And so it's like you were pissing, but earlier I was like, yeah, I'll say something that's like funny, and I'm like basically shooting the basketball, and then Kyler will carry it into the.
I thought you were gonna say I would rip it down. I thought that's what you were going. I'll try something. Kyle swatted down and then put his balls in my mouth. That's kind of no, but it's just his. Jared's so much fun to talk to because his brain works way unlike anyone else I've ever met in my entire life. Like it's cause things like I can't sit and have I can't sit and generate conversation. Like I'm sitting if the person I'm talking to doesn't have if they're not making the topic, I have nothing to say. I like to sit. I sit on the sidelines and I kind of just chirp in occasionally because I can't carry a. I ramble and I get off
crazy
track.
For you to say.
Jared, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to be nice. If you'll shut the fuck up for 3 goddamn seconds.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're insufferable. No, maybe you do actually fucking suck. Maybe that's what it is.
I was just trying to like give you your flowers back, dude. You are like you
Take those flowers, put them up your ass. I'm not done with my point yet.
You do have the gift of gab, and like you definitely like you glaze the.
You have the gift of gay, you
That's
fucking idiot. No, Jarrett just we can just be sitting like it's happened multiple times on this podcast already where like we'll be having a conversation and Jarrett will just say words, and he'll just say something that makes no sense, but it's so goddamn funny because it comes from such a hilarious place. Like it's just you don't learn how to be like Jarrett. You get hit by a truck and then you end up funny.
My first Netflix special is going to be Go Hit a Truck.
Go Hit a Truck. That's a great.
Yeah, Go Hit a Truck. I don't know where but I want it to be titled that someday.
Yeah, it'll be hit by a truck, filmed at the Green Room in Austin, Texas.
It'll be.
And you're gonna have 15 comedians open for you, and you're gonna do 27 minutes on the dot. All right. But no, it's just. No, we're having good, clean fun. But no, Jarrett, like, it's just, he's not, like, I'm physically easy to make fun of because I look like a fucking circus act. I'm like weirdly fat, like, kind of like Sasquatch guy. I used to have mutton chops. Like, I eat like shit, and I sleep all day, and I wear weird clothes. Like, I'm physically easy to make, and I also say dumb stuff. Like, Jarrett doesn't have, Jarrett just says enough interesting, it's easy to riff on, if that makes sense. Jarrett's good at having starting points for riffs. I'm easy to make fun of, I think, is the difference. So you're not easy to make fun of, and
then why did you even? So why have you been being mean to me, and why have you been roasting me? Why are you mean to me then? Why do you?
Jared, do you know how boring it would be if you and I hung out all the time and you said something stupid and I was just like, "You're right, Jared," and then just moved on?
Kyler, yeah, I can't imagine you ever like not just fucking.
Jared, how often do we have so much fun because I give you shit for something, you give me shit for something, and it starts a riff between the rest of the totem, and it just kind of moves up the stack.
Yeah, we were getting serious in the car earlier, like about a serious topic about like being healthy and stuff, and
it wasn't funny at all.
It wasn't funny at all, and I found that my arm on the steering wheel was drifting towards like I was just like. It was like a subconscious thing.
We almost died on the way here because I wasn't being mean enough to Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jared's just being like, if you start
on the bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
And you see the car just going towards it.
I'm looking at the 18-wheelers. I'm like,
yeah.
Damn.
Jarrett is just instincts just dragging him towards another truck. But I know it's just like we're like the conversation we had earlier. Jared, I'm like, yeah, I should probably start working out because it'd probably help my self-esteem and I'd probably feel better. And Jared's like, yeah, you take like vitamins and start like lifting weights. That'll help.
That on your because I know you're like big on being healthy and fit. And stuff.
Yeah, and then I didn't call him gay for eating vitamins. I didn't say like, oh, what's your workout? See, I can't even think of anything funny now. That's how boring the conversation was.
You don't know any workouts. You were trying to think of like to say push.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a workout. I'm like, yeah, workout. Well, what's a good workout? Like eating a whole pie. That's like a workout, right?
I'm sweating at the end of it.
Yeah, I've done 3 reps of eating the crust off the pizza. That's the kind of.
Kyler, yeah, you want to go ahead and talk about the meat sweats if you,
meat
want to do 10 minutes on.
Yeah, do my quick 10 on. No, that's the fun because at some point, fucking, we're like, because our third friend, like, we have a kind of a trifecta. It's me, Jarrett,
it's a totem,
and then our buddy Kyle Rubel. That's the joke. Though, we were really, really fucked up on New Year's Eve, and we came up with this joke that we were just riffing about being a totem pole, where I'm on the bottom, Kyle sits on my shoulders, and then Jarrett sits on his, because I'm the biggest, Kyle's the second biggest, and Jarrett's the smallest.
You used to say the third biggest.
No, I said it that way for a reason.
Okay.
Jarrett's the smallest. And hey, I have to be the fucking bottom of the totem pole, dickhead. Quit whining about being. So I'm the sturdy base in the legs. Kyle, because I'm like the fat monster. So like the trench coat covers my face. I'm just the legs. Kyle sits in the middle. He's the arms, and then like the moving part of the torso, and then Jarrett's the head. And we just
the head. Yeah.
I'm realizing now that when you're not on mushrooms and hammered and really, really stoned, that maybe this isn't as funny to say out loud.
It's just an inside joke. A lot of my bits I come up with because I'm riffing them with either this guy or my roommate, as he said, Kyle Rubel, and we'll be doing it in the kitchen, the living room, and it's hilarious. And then you say it on stage, and it's just like, this should have never left the living room. It really should.
It should have never left the kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jarrett's. I forgot what we were fucking talking about. Yeah, that's the totem. Oh yeah, no, our third buddy Kyle. That's kind of the dynamic we have is that so Kyle and Jarrett, they moved in together. Like they're both. Kyle's another like handsome dude, takes really good care of himself, works out a lot. Also has a similarly insane brain to Jarrett, where he's just unbelievably unpredictable. Like it's pretty hilarious. Like they're very similar guys. Like, they're both handsome guys who take good care of themselves. They're very into like fitness and like vitamins and eating right and all this shit. And then I'm like, I'm the third guy. I'm like the weird, like I don't take care. I eat like whole Little Caesars pizzas all the time and I sleep like shit.
He just like pours Mountain Dew into molds and then he freezes them and then.
Yeah, it's just
Mountain
I
Dew
like
ice cubes.
Yeah, I saw you were trying. Yeah,
Yeah, puts it
yeah.
on
I
his
don't
dick.
even my ice cubes can't. Water's too healthy. I have to make my ice cubes out of something. My ice cubes are made out of ice cream, and I put them in everything. It's just like I'm like the disgusting fat weird guy,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
it's like the two hands. That's kind of like our fun dynamic that we have. So
Yeah, but he's getting better. He's getting into the fitness thing. They eventually all come to.
I've been talking about getting healthy for about 9.5 months. I'll tell you what. I ate a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast this morning.
Wow.
It fucking sucked.
Oh.
It was awful. I'll never do that again.
Yeah. It only had 9 grams of sugar in it. He only put like.
Oh,
You
dude.
see him just heaping brown sugar into this.
Oh,
add
it was-
some raisins, add some dates. Let's put some honey on this thing.
Also, when I say oatmeal, I didn't like grow them in my yard and then like put them in a bowl and like cook it with milk for a year with like a spoon or anything. I got packaged microwaved oatmeal. It was apple brown sugar. It was candy. It was literally a bowl of candy. Have you ever fucking like it was just like eating like apple frosting basically. I was like, this
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Being healthy is hard.
Yeah. It's a work, but it's fun once you get in, making it into a habit, right? You know.
Yeah.
I did a cold plunge. Did an ice bath earlier before this.
Did you love it?
I fucking got it to 45, or I think it was like 46.
How many minutes?
5. I do 5 every time.
Woo.
Yeah. My roommate does 3 because he's a pussy.
You hear
No,
that,
he'll
Kyle?
this, yeah. This guy hasn't even met you yet, and he already fucking hates you.
That's right, Kyle. There's a reason this wasn't a
Ovation.
trio episode. No, but
Do not have Kyle. What's his last name?
ruble, like the Russian money.
Yeah.
Like the Russian money.
No, I tried one of their. I fucking went over to hang out with them one time, and they peer pressured me into doing an ice bath, and it's like the worst experience of my entire life.
You didn't love it?
No, it was awful. That's
Dude, this guy drinks Mountain Dew and he freaks out when he eats like oatmeal, which is the worst healthy thing for you.
How long did you stay in?
to be clear. I showed up to their house. I'm trying to
You're
call
already
them.
getting in.
They live in their apartment neighborhood has a gate. I'm trying to call them because they didn't give me the gate code. I can't. I'm calling them. No answer. No answer. No answer. I'm leaving mean voicemails. The only reason I got into their apartment complex is because somebody was leaving and I snuck in. I get in. I show up to their door. I knock. No answer. I open the door. His dog is downstairs whining, just anxious as shit, and I just hear giggling upstairs. And I'm like, I make jokes about them doing like, I'm like, if I walk up there and they're actually having gay sex with each other, it'll be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I walk upstairs and they're both wearing swim trunks in Kyle's fucking bathroom, taking turns taking ice baths. I'm like, this is so much worse than gay sex. This is awful.
Yeah, we're just like listening to music or something. Like,
Yeah. I like walk up. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're doing ice baths. They're like timing each other, and they like get out and they high five. I'm like, this is the worst thing. And that's thing. And then they're like, oh, you won't do this. I'm from Colorado. It's like my icy pride. I'm like, I can sit in this ice bath longer than both you dorks combined. This is what I grew up doing. I grew up swimming in the creek behind my house. It was freezing cold in the middle of the winter. Got in the ice bath. It was just fucking miserable the whole time. My skin turned pink and it was just burning and all my joints locked up when I got out. I walked out and they were just clicking. They also didn't time me. They forgot to time me. I was in there for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I got out and they were like, don't you feel awesome? I was like, no, this fucking sucks. Like this ruined my entire day.
What's the temperature you like to do it at?
40 to 45 to 50. I've been in a couple different ones around Austin, and I feel like all of them hover around 45.
Yeah,
And that for me is
best.
good.
That's where the shit gets released. Like all the That's the perfect temperature. I've read.
Yeah.
So you'll know how long you've been doing it for quite a while. So you know he doesn't know, but he got in at like 55, dude, 56, and he was like freaking out. This guy, yeah.
Who was raised in being
Colorado?
thrown into cold rivers by his
I
parents.
know.
It's also not like I jumped in and then got back out. I sat in there longer than both of you.
He did sit in there longer
The
than
thing
us.
about your reaction to it, though, is I feel like everyone, especially first-timers, they hate the beginning. The first 30 seconds is hard because you lose your breath and whatnot.
Mhm.
But I feel like most people, when
I
they
love
get out,
that.
and this is where you're an anomaly, they get out and they're like, oh my God, I feel like $1,000,000.
I didn't think it was cold enough, to be honest. I think that's.
So you think if it was 45, he would have
it
had
was
a better
45.
experience?
He would have been complaining, and
That is not true.
He would have been complaining, but then I think he would have got out and he would have felt the release of all the.
They talk all the time. They're like, dude, it's like chugging a whole cup of coffee and then making out with God, getting out of an ice bath. It's the best feeling in the entire world.
It's nice. I
It's
feel like
not
it's the only time I
true.
can truly meditate is when I'm in that state. I'm just like locked in.
I think a problem with it might have been as well. I have a thing called Raynaud's disease. Where
Talk
I don't know
about
if it's a
this.
disease, but I got it from my dad. Where it's I have really, really poor blood flow into my right,
Hey, you wanna
writing down
spell-
my weaknesses.
Yeah.
He's going to assassinate me with cold water. But I have extremely poor blood flow to my like arms and legs. Like if I like stand too long, all the blood will drain. Like my arms will turn like purple and shit, and they burn really bad. It's really fucking gross. Actually, I have a cool party trick where I stand like a cactus, and my arms are completely different colors. It's like a fun, cool thing that I do.
It's a vampire's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But that's one thing is it's when you get cold, Raynaud's is really bad for people in the cold because it severely limits your blood flow even worse. So it's like your hands can kind of fucking it's hard to move your hands and stuff. Like I think that might have been the problem when I got out. Is it could have had something to do with that.
Yeah, I think it could have been. Yeah.
But also, this is a recurring theme of where they'll trick me into doing one of their healthy things with them, and then it just hurts me really bad. Like he brought up earlier the steak. He want the meat sweats thing. That's the whole reason we started talking about this.
Steaks. I made
show
Kyle
up-
and Kyler steaks.
We're going out to do stand up, and I go over before, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna cook steaks or whatever." I'm like, "Can we just go out and get Whataburger, please?" Like
I wanted to go get some fucking fast
I just want a
food.
burger dunked in ice cream, like I always. Like I just want something good, and they're like, "No, Jared's like, we're gonna cook you steaks." To his credit, or Kyle got like some great AGB steaks on discount. Jarrett made the best steak I've ever had in my entire life.
Sorry.
He had the best. Third guest on the show. Welcome in, sir.
Yeah, so they break
He
in.
made the best steak I'd ever had, with just nothing but salt and pepper and the steak's own juice, and he made these little cloves of garlic that like fucking popped in your mouth. It was
You know what I'm
unbelievable.
talking about, yeah.
It's the best steak I've ever had. And I'm not even like that big of a steak guy. We're sitting here eating steak, and we ate steak for so long. Like I was like, I don't know.
It did take a while.
I don't know what the amount of steak you're because I'm not a steak guy. Like I'm like unbelievably like I like chicken fried steak, but it's like I don't eat. I don't eat.
I like
steak and
fried
meat.
steak.
Yeah.
I like fried steak.
Fried, yep. If you have
You don't have to laugh that hard.
Bring me some water with some Mountain Dew cubes with that fried steak.
yeah, put some gummy bears on there too.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. You can put like some of those gummy fish on there and like some syrup maybe. But no, we're eating steak, and then we get done, and I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, oh, like we're driving this open mic, and I'm sitting here, and we're driving in the car, and Kyle and Jared are just like, they're just like, oh man, you're probably not even used to eating stuff that healthy. You probably feel fucking, you must feel incredible. I'm like, no, I feel awful. And I asked them I'm like, how much steak did we eat? And they're like, you ate 1.5 pounds of steak. And I went, we ate 1.5 pounds steak. And they go, no, you ate 1.5 pounds of steak. Because they just kept giving it. They were just like, no, Kyler, have some more of this. I ate like 1 pound. I was sitting in the back of the car. I could feel my heart was beating like a truck struggling to pull a trailer up a hill. I could just feel like slowing down. I was sweating profusely. Just had the fucking meat sweats. Like, oh, don't you? They're like, you must feel awesome having eaten something that healthy. And says whatever bullshit you eat. I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna fucking. Can you take me to the hospital? This is awful.
Yeah. And then what? We performed after that.
Yeah, we did go. Actually, the best part, I drank a can of Coke at that open mic, and I had the single worst burp I've ever had. We were sitting
on mic or
no, we were sitting. We were sitting in these chairs, like a little circle of chairs. We're all sitting and hanging out, and our friend Bailey is sitting. Bailey, friend of the show, she's sitting across the thing from us, and I just, because I'm a disgusting guy. I love burping. I think it's really funny. So I just burped and I just blew it at Bailey as hard as I could.
Yeah.
There's like, it's farther than the distance between you and me. It's like at least like another foot or two back. She had to get up and leave to go dry heave in the bathroom. She got up. She's like, oh, it traveled so far. It smelled like roadkill. It was unbelievable. Dude, it aired out the
and I
whole
couldn't
thing.
believe it. We were like, well, this is like the most nutrient dense thing he's ever eaten in his life, probably. What's going on? And we concluded that maybe it was his body just having a shell shock of its own, a response to all these
They
nutrients.
got something healthy for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
It just didn't know how to react.
It's having to like expel just all of the bullshit.
Turn this into a stench immediately. We cannot have this in here any longer.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was trying to push out the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
it's-
that was the steak flushing the evil out of my body. That could have been it.
So I want to run something by you.
Sure.
You won't be able to participate in this part of the conversation.
Please
wanna
let
go
me
take
sit
a-
out for a minute. I've been talking about sweating for too long.
You guys to take another piss. He's got to go already.
So have you ever gone to a nice steakhouse like an Eddie V's or something like that?
Yes. Yeah.
So here's my thoughts.
But I've actually never got the steak at a nice steakhouse because it was only with at the time. I was raised to just like not order like an expensive thing on any menu, even if it was the only thing on the menu was steak. So like I would just get a side at a steakhouse. Write that down. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm writing down a follow-up story.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to tell you
Sorry.
about.
I just always think it's like a weakness or
Dude,
something.
just fucking, we keep ribbing on him every time we talk about. He's just trying to write down stuff he wants to talk about that we've interrupted him from being able to say. This whole time, like, yeah, you writing down notes about how I ate all that steak. He's like, no, I wanted to talk about my fucking show, and you assholes will shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. No, yeah. So, but I probably know what you're gonna talk about here, because I know.
Well, he might.
I might know. Yeah.
But the thing, I'll go with the Eddie V's example because I've ate there. Great restaurant. My buddy's parents came in town from New York. They took us out. They paid. They said, well, get whatever you want. We know it's expensive. We got you guys covered. And so we get steaks and lamb, and each side is like. So when you order a steak, you know how most restaurants it comes with like sides and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this like $70 lamb, and it doesn't come with any sides. So you have to order all the sides separately, and all the sides are like $15 to $20 each. So we
Yeah,
all get a
see.
couple of sides, and this meal ended up being like $500. And I don't even think any of us drank alcohol, because usually that's what really kicks the bill
Mhm.
is the
That too,
booze.
Yeah.
So such a good meal, right? $500. You and me could go to the store and for like $100, probably cook up a meal
Yeah.
almost as good for four of
Yeah.
our friends. And I get why you do it. It's because you want a night off. You don't have to clean the kitchen. You don't
Yeah.
have to go to the. But my problem with these steakhouses is like they make it seem like these menus are this unachievable thing, and the only way you can get this food is to go spend $500. You just
No.
fucking put into ChatGPT how to make a medium rare steak, and you can you can have a
It's
good
not
night.
that hard. You're right, and yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly about like the restaurants just serving this food and marking it up like a burger, like burger restaurants. You know, where they'll serve it on a metal platter or something, and then have like garlic aioli fries.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the classic
And
thing
then the
with
Oh,
like
he
the.
knows about the garlic
the
aioli
cri-
fries.
Fuck!
Kyler,
I was going to
You got
comment.
so excited.
You wanna go ahead
You
and share your
jumped out of your
story?
chair. You had good posture again.
Okay, I want to make one thing very clear.
posture check.
That looks really bad for the fat guy, and I need to clear my name.
Oh,
I was
man.
jumping up to try to make fun of like the millennial burger joint thing that I know he was going to talk about.
Yeah.
It does look like I got very excited about garlic fries.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, not wrong. I was excited about garlic fries. I can't.
David's gonna go pull out. I thought you were gonna go grab some. Just
That would
throw
have
'em
that
at
would
him.
have made my year.
Frozen
Like a
fries
seal.
start pegging you.
Shame.
Okay.
God damn it.
Just some water.
Just some water. Okay.
Yeah. No, the
I'm not interested.
The burger I made for him
Do
was.
you want a water? Or was that a fat joke?
Do you have any like syrup I can drink? It's just no, I don't know.
I
I'm
have some Red Bulls.
no, I'm just joking around.
I have some Diet Coke.
That's basically soda.
Do you want some?
Can I have a Diet Coke? That'd be fantastic.
He is on a diet. Please get him the Diet Coke with no sugar and just fucking chemicals from Pluto or.
Oh wait, I have a full sugar Dr Pepper.
Oh shit! The show just got real. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Oh.
We're kicking this bad boy into overdrive.
Yeah, Kyler's comedy is about to start. He's ripping some zingers now after he downs this.
If you think the guy is getting paid millions of dollars to do this for a living are funny, you just wait until I get this Dr. Pepper in me.
yeah.
I'm not going to say anything worth anything for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
That said about Eddie V's, if you go on Kill Tony and get a golden ticket, I'm fucking taking you to Eddie V's.
Dude, if I
We're
get a
gonna
golden
fucking
ticket,
celebrate.
I've made it at that point. I'm taking everybody to Eddie
If
V's.
Jared
Yeah,
go-
you're right. You pay.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, you should pay. You're rich now.
I
Making it
quit my
show
job
business?
as soon as I get a golden ticket. I take everybody out to Eddie V's. I have no money. It's just like, what is a golden ticket anyways? It's one more appearance, right, to get on, and then
That is kind of the funny thing is the golden tickets now have really changed in the. It kind of feels like they've changed in severity. Like he's been giving them out a lot more frequently. Like there's been like 10 golden tickets or something in like the last year. Like it's pretty fucking crazy. A lot of those golden ticket comics don't get like. Used to be a golden ticket was kind of like you
was
could
a
like
big
headline
thing.
some like club shows and stuff maybe, but a lot of those guys are kind of doing like it's just still doing like bar shows and stuff.
yeah. So
Not funny or interesting, just some like fella guy.
yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's like a golden ticket. It would be the biggest thing in my life at that time.
No, I mean it's still
Right now.
not to discount the achievement. It's still an incredible
It's,
opportunity.
yeah,
But
incredible. I haven't signed up for Kill Tony since I moved here because I'm trying to take it, seriously and get a good set that I feel like, all right, this is gonna be great. I don't want to go into it again with the same mentality as I had before, with like, who cares? Kind of wing it, kind of just like not give my best. I want to like figure out my best shit I could do. Not so much where I can't produce anything. Like I still want to be able to produce something, and not have the perfectionist mindset of, like this isn't good enough, so then you never produce anything. I definitely had that. This isn't going to be funny at all for the next 10 minutes. Kyler, if you want to go ahead and throw a zinger in here,
I was just going to say, maybe the next time you sign up, slow down on the substances a little bit. We could always
Dude, I didn't think I was going to get on, and it was so late. You said, you were partial. I mean, you're correct, but like it was so late in the show, I did start increasing my intake of alcohol or whatever was going on in the patio, and that was a crazy, just being in that bar, by the way, surrounded by all these comedians who I'm like weirded out by a lot of them too, because that's what I'm trying to really get to when I say comedians are kind of like
there are some ghouls in that graveyard.
Yeah, because like people would just come up to you and like before even saying hi, introducing yourself, it's just like trying a bit on you. Like that they're clearly going to do. Oh, it was a crazy experience.
Which is a really, really fun experience to have. You're walking around and you're just like trying to have genuine conversations with people who are like, oh man, it's nice to meet you, man. Hey, did you ever notice how birds have weird shaped feet? And you're like, fuck off, man, please.
Yeah, so that sucked.
I went there once and hung out with a couple of my friends that had signed up, and none of them got pulled. But I got to say, that would be a barrier to entry to me. If I was trying to be a comic, like my friend, shout out Isaac Kane Brown. I'm pretty sure he makes it out to Kill Tony on Monday nights about, I think he said he only takes it off about a month a year. The fact that he can sit in that bar for 3 hours every Monday night and just patiently waits for life to give him an opportunity, I could never do that.
I know, and I told you before when we talked on that phone call, like how, because I was living in College Station at the time, that I can't wait. I was excited to move to a place, Austin, that would give me an opportunity to do as many mics as possible. At the time, I was only doing 1 mic a week. And so I was super excited about like moving to a place where I could do a mic a day. Like I still want to do a mic a day. And I've lived here for a month now? Yeah, it's been a month. And I've only done 2 mics since I've moved here. Obviously I've been just trying to get settled, but I'm like, I got to ramp things up. I got to take advantage of all the mics around here. And I know there's a lot of shit mics, but I want to at least filter through, like go through the weeds of just filtering through the bad mics, find some reoccurring ones that are good, and then get a set together for Kill Tony where I can go sign up and wait and not, get distracted by the alcohol or like whatever.
I will come out and not allow you to buy drinks.
Perfect.
I don't need a fucking babysitter, dude.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Dude, you should have seen the last time I drank.
We can tell people I'm your bodyguard. Yeah.
Oh my God. Do we have?
Not a babysitter, more like a chaperone, maybe.
Yeah, a chaperone. I'm not. Yeah, don't insult yourself. I'm not.
You think I'm an alcoholic or something? Like, what?
Yes.
Jarrett, you're a big drunk baby.
This is an intervention. All right, bring in the
intervention.
Bring in Jarrett's mom.
Could you imagine if this podcast or any podcast was an intervention podcast, but like people were invited on, like, come on, David, Saturday night, sit back, we talk about business and fitness, and then you show up and it turns out that your mom had contacted me to do an intervention, and at like 40 minutes into the episode, you like your loved ones and a pastor and like a sponsor from AA comes in, and you're just like,
what's going on? Yeah.
You're on the phone, your mom's like, Mom, I'm doing a podcast. She's like, oh, really? He's clearly in on it.
My dead grandparents' urns are in there. They didn't want them, their dead ashes.
Just shaking them at you.
Shaking.
Failure.
One of my most
That's
uncommon...
such a funny visual. All right. Go ahead.
Can you please stop interrupting the fucking host? I just did it again. Fuck.
We're all doing it to each other. It's what we do. I just cleaned out my fireplace and I left a box full of ash right there, and I hadn't taken it to the trash yet because I was being lazy. And we're in this episode with this dude, and at some point he brings up like death or something, and I was like, yeah, that's Grandpa Ed right there, actually.
Oh, that's good.
And he looks over, and I truly terrified him. And like I could tell this man was about to walk out of my house. He was about to be like, I just got something delivered at my house. I was like, it's not. There's a fireplace over there. Look, it's really over there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's like, fucking funny.
He's just like, that's my grandpa. part. You want to do a line or something? Like, just help yourself, man. My house is your house.
My grandpa's ashes are your ashes.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. Yeah, were they? I don't know.
You're uncomfortable, and the ashes aren't even in here anymore.
Dude,
Well, I don't repeat things that were said during the Holocaust. I don't like to repeat.
What was that
That
about?
was thrown. That was thrown. Yeah.
You really pulled the pin and
Dude,
tossed that
Auschwitz,
grenade,
they
pal.
were-
What was that?
was
No.
saying
We're gonna stop this train to Auschwitz before it gets rolling. That was on accident.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Jarrett.
Good accidental zinger.
No, we're gonna stop
Whatever.
there. It would be really funny though if you had the box of ashes and you told the guy. And then have you ever seen I don't know, have you ever seen LeBron James' post game thing where he puts the chalk on his hands? And he does the fucking. Do that with like your
Yeah.
grandpa's. You think the guy thinks like your grandpa's ashes? I probably could have set that up in a way to actually make it kind of funny, but I was just
Yeah.
laughing at the visual, just being like, yeah, there's grandpa right there. It's just like, yeah, all right, here she's like, we're gonna start the show. She's like, yeah, 1 second,
Yeah.
He's like getting on the guy.
Yeah, just coughing up ashes.
Now that Grandpa Ed has purified this sanctuary,
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
saging the place.
and then that super happy music comes on, and they're just like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like when he just get in the intro, the guy's just like staring at the fucking box of ashes on the ground.
Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, we're talking about Auschwitz, right? Or wait, you wanted to move away from
Let's
that?
let's let Jarrett sit out for a second. David,
Yeah, take Kyler.
you've been writing down every time we've interrupted you so far. Please take your show back from us because we've been just ruining this whole thing.
Yeah, it's your show, dude. If you want to take the reins on this, you can.
No, the only thing I was going to tell you was when you made the comment that you went to the steakhouse and you didn't order a steak. I went on a date recently that bombed.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a guy I met off Hinge named Drake, and he lives in San Antonio, and I live here in Austin. And so he said, "You want to meet in San Marcos for dinner? We'll meet in the middle." And I said, "Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go?" He says, "Let's go to Outback Steakhouse." I say, "Okay, great." I show up. I had my barber do my beard. I fucking put a fresh shave on my head. I put on my nice button-up shirt that I bought because I was going to wear it on my Jarrett Zellner episode. And I was like, it's the only other time I get to wear this thing. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
I show up, get out of my car. He gets out of his car, and he's wearing gray sweatpants and a gray sweatshirt.
Oh, that sucks.
Think about like something you'd get from a Walmart bin for $4.99.
Wait, where are y'all going to eat? Where are y'all eating at?
Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I mean,
He's like training for a boxing match or something. All gray sweat stuff, like
well,
Rocky.
even like those clothes look cool. This was just like, what is the cheapest gray outfit I can find?
like
Oh,
a lost
like
no.
you got it
found
from
outfit,
Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go inside. I decide not to address it. We go inside. Waitress comes up and she says, "All right, what do you guys want tonight?" And he says, "I'll take a side of potatoes, side of asparagus, and this cocktail right here. Bring me 2 of those." And she says, "And what would you like for your main?" And he says, "Oh, no, that's it." And she sort of gives him like the raised eyebrow. And so then she looks at me and I order steak, shrimp, pasta.
Yeah.
I was starving. So
Yeah.
she walks away and I was like, I'm addressing this. And I said, "What is up with your order?" And he says, "Well, it's a mix of I ate right before I came here and I don't eat red meat." Like he chose Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I mean,
did he really like
bloomin'
the
onion, I
broccoli or
guess?
something?
that's crazy.
And he didn't even finish the asparagus and potatoes. But anyways, fast forward 20 minutes, we get our food, we're eating, and he had checked out my Instagram and he saw this post about a time when I was talking about having talked to my dad for 15 years. And he's like, "Would it be too personal to ask you to tell this story?" And he's like, "I don't give a fuck. It's been 15 years."
Yeah.
So I tell him the story, and at the end of it, I said, "So did you ask that just because you were curious and you're like, ooh, good first date question? Or is it more of like you're dealing with something similar?" He was 26, I think. And you're trying to figure out like how to navigate through it. And he sort of just puts his head down and he starts crying. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, dude.
So at that point, I threw a 20 on the table. I said, "Good luck to you," and I left.
You took off?
No.
Oh, damn
you
it.
should have.
But
You
he started
stayed?
he started
Oh, no.
crying, and he was talking about how he can't make friends with girls because he's too gay, and he can't make friends with guys because all the guys in San Antonio are homophobic. And there's one time when he was 7 years old, and his dad came home from work and said, "If you want to be a little, you'll need this." And he threw a Barbie at his head.
That's brutal.
I thought you'd laugh at that one too, but
Yeah,
I
that-
think it's funny.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gay,
is-
and I'm like, that is so hilariously
super
funny.
funny.
And so anyways, at the end of the meal, I was just like, well, keep going, champ. And I sort of paid for the meal because it's like a sympathy pay. It's
Yeah.
like, I got this one. Your asparagus is on me, sir.
He does that for every day. He just cries so he can get his asparagus.
I was gonna say that's a pretty good move.
Yeah.
Just go out, order sides, so it's not too weird to have it paid for, and then just cry.
Yeah.
Order sides and cry, and just eat for free for the rest of your life.
Oh my god.
That's so. And the gray sweatband and stuff too. It probably looks like you just picked up your buddy from prison or something. Just an all gray. He's just like, I haven't seen the outsides. I'll have mashed potatoes and asparagus. What we ate on the inside.
And
It's like-
alcohol. And a lot of alcohol. And then she comes
Alcohol.
back to check on us, and he's crying. So she probably really did think he just got out of jail. He's like, what have I done with my life?
Yeah. So after he was trying to like go on a second date, or
He didn't get the chance to. I messaged him the next morning, and I was like, hey, man, thanks for your time. But I think we're sort of at two different places in life. And, best of luck to you.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't gone on a date recently at all.
Why not? You're a good-looking dude. You're in Austin, Texas. Lots of single ladies. You're not doing mics. You're not going on dates. What the fuck are you doing?
There's more to life than just looking good.
David, I've been asking the exact same thing.
What am I doing?
Jared and I have gotten into multiple arguments about
Oh
this.
no.
Him and I have gotten into some pretty serious. I haven't had a girlfriend since I was in middle school. Not from lack of trying. Don't laugh at that. That's not funny, Jarrett.
Yeah, this
That's
is
really
what
mean.
I'm arguing against.
I'm in my 30s. I've never had a girlfriend.
You know what? That's fair.
This guy's gone on more dates.
I feel a lot better. I suddenly feel a lot better. Thank you, David.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
Jarrett, everyone knows the dating apps are dog shit. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Jarrett and I have gotten into so many fights about this because I've gone through probably 30 or 40 different dating apps because I'll download it. I'll be like, I'm sick and tired of not meeting people. I'm not doing I'll try to talk to people about doing stand up or whatever, but it's like, you know what? I should be I can't bitch and whine about not having a girlfriend if I'm not at least kind of trying. I'll have an account for like 3 or 4 months and get maybe 12 likes or 12 matches tops. That was fantastic. Big fan. Into the mic too. That's some
That
good.
was just for Kyler.
That was good. That made my day.
He lit up after.
That made my heart sing.
Thought
Actually,
Rise
Dr.
and
Pepper was
belches.
gonna-
Yeah. Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
But see, I should have told you stuff in the interview, but or in the pre-show. That wasn't. I don't even know why I said that. That didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah,
But
Edit
I
that out.
no imagine on dating apps at all. So it's like, and especially hanging out like Kyle and Jarrett, like they're fucking things like maxing out within like days, like Hinge accounts. They're matching. Jarrett, him and I got into this huge fight one time because this girl was trying to go on a date with him through his Tinder account, and he's like, yeah, this girl's trying to go out with me, but I'm like, she's just not. She's like, dude, she's like a 5 out of 10.
Oh,
maybe.
this is gonna make me look really
Maybe
unlikable.
like a 5 out of 10. Yeah, no shit, idiot. And I'm not gonna
wait,
stop.
Quick, let me ask. Did you consider her to be a 5 out of 10?
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared's like, this girl
Yeah,
is just
yeah,
like, this girl's like maybe like a 5 out of 10. I'm like, I'm not going out on a date with this girl, whatever. Jared shows me a picture of
This is
one of the most
bad.
beautiful women I've ever seen in my entire life. This is a girl who, if she had liked one of my dating app accounts, I would have called my mom to tell her about it. It was just gorgeous, blonde. Like, there's a picture of her at the beach. She's out with friends. You know, she has like had halfway interesting bio. And we just got into this giant fight. Jared and I got into a huge. Well, it wasn't a huge fight. I was just yelling at. It wasn't a
He
huge
was
fight.
crying
Jared.
by the end of it.
Yeah, I was in tears. No, I was yelling at Jared, being like, "You're a fucking idiot."
What?
Jared, can you actually explain what you thought was wrong with that girl? He has awful taste in.
It was you know how dating apps are with the angles, and it's what I was saying about being edited and stuff. It's like all it's so fake.
But
So
here's the thing. If you're interested in this, even semi, but you're like, oh, angles, go on one date.
yeah.
If it goes well, great. And if it goes bad, like my thing with Drake, you just got a great minute for your new set, buddy.
True. It's all material, I guess. Yeah.
Is that a bad way to look at life? I'll just use it. I mean, that's sort of
Yeah,
what
I
That's
guess
the
that's
only
the-
way to look at
It's
life.
the only way, I think. Yeah, that should have been the way.
No,
Then
Jared,
I would have been.
he pisses me off so bad. He just also just
She was. You know what it is? I looked at her and I could just tell that my mom would never like her, and then to cope with that, I'm like, nah, yeah, she's a 5.
Wait, why would your mom not like her?
I don't know. I just think she wouldn't. I could. You look.
he
at
doesn't have
people-
good. This isn't like the Killzone thing where he secretly has a really good reason for not doing his best minute. This is just stupid. He is stupid when it comes. It pisses me off
You
so
want your
bad.
parents to like your significant other, right? Like that's a natural thing. Good one. I can tell. I can look at people and tell. I can read people pretty easily. Super asshole thing to say.
Well, I think I have that too, but in person.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard to do that through an app.
Fair.
That's
Yeah,
why.
it's almost like you can't read somebody through a dating app, Jarrett. You fucking idiot.
I'm like,
She
I'm
was
breaking
beautiful.
through. No, dude. You know, we just want to vibe well. We were in 2 different places. That's what I would have
You
said. to
two
her.
or you and her?
Me and her.
But you
Kyler
don't
and
know
I
that.
had- Oh, dude. I guess. Yeah. I don't like dating apps. I think because I judge people.
And he's banned for most of them.
I'm banned from Hinge. So.
Are you really?
I really am.
How'd you get banned?
Who knows? They wouldn't tell me. But I did some questionable things.
Jarrett, you told me exactly why you got banned.
I told you what I thought. They didn't tell me what was the reason why.
Why
Jarrett-
won't you tell me what you thought? Tell me the truth. I want you to do it.
Please explain this fast, because the longer you pussyfoot around it, it makes it sound like you did something way worse than you actually did.
Yeah. So there was 2 situations which could have got me banned, I think. Okay, and so one was, a girl. I was like, oh, this looks like my type, and sure, I'm gonna swipe right. But like, one of her photos was it was like a disinterested. It was her. It was just a just a selfie of her like not looking excited about anything, right? Like when you're doing it for the app to make yourself presentable. And so when somebody gives you just like an ugly face, she wasn't ugly, but she made an ugly face. And I think, what did I say? I was like, something, I'll suck a fart out of your ass or something.
No, you don't just get to something, suck a fart out of somebody's ass,
You want to finish
Jarrett.
that for me, Kyler? I don't want to say it.
Jarrett, no, this isn't my story. I don't even remember.
And then there was another girl who had like a picture of her dog. And
Wait, no. What was the something?
I don't even remember. What was it?
I want to. You told me about this one time. Like, why would you do that? It was something like this, like genuinely, you were like trying to like.
Oh
just,
no!
like,
I'm sorry. This was the other. Okay, the girl that gave an ugly look. I said to her, I hearted the prompt or the photo, and I commented, "You look like you cry when you come." Or you look like the only time you cry is when you come, is what I said exactly. I thought it was pretty funny because it was clearly like her doing like a mean face, and then there was another one right after that where she had the girl had a picture of her dog and she was like, dating me is like, and it's just her and her dog, and I was like, I'll suck a fart out of your ass, And so I think maybe the first one probably got me banned if I'm thinking about it.
yeah, sexual harassment will do that.
But then she had a report. It's like, dating apps, dude. Yeah, so dating's been tough.
Dating's weird.
No, I don't like the dating apps. I never did. I do realize getting yourself banned from them is good. If anybody is listening who's struggling with dating apps because you hate them, but you find yourself that you keep downloading them again after deleting them, that's a common thing, I think. That's relatable.
I do that all the time.
I
Get
do that all
banned.
the time.
Get yourself banned. Have some fun. Get banned, and you'll never have to worry about, you'll go to download again and then realize you're banned. Remind yourself how much of piece of shit you
What
are.
if someone got banned from like Hinge and Tinder, and then they get banned from so many apps, and they go to get a new one on like Plenty of Fish or something, and
Plenty
the
of
website is
Fish.
actually like, all the other apps have contacted that you've been banned already, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna ban you now. We're not even gonna let you sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a no-fly list for getting laid. It's just like, this guy is a domestic dating app terrorist.
Yeah.
Do not let him on your service.
That's what casinos do when you're fucking counting cards amongst the multiple casinos, and then they're like, yeah, we're gonna report
Counting
you.
cards is admirable. What you do on dating apps is not.
I wish I could count cards. I just count how many apps I've been deleted from, banned from. I don't know. I haven't been dating, dude. The last date I was on, it was from Hinge, and the girl was like, one of the first questions she asked me was, who did you vote for?
That's
Like,
a,
she needed to know.
That's a rough start to a date. That also seems like a question that maybe you could get out of the way on the app before you both go through the effort of driving and spending money,
Exactly.
so that because when I see that on dating apps, if I see something like any category, if you're a Republican, stay away. If you're a cop, stay away. That to me is like the immediate red flag of like, it doesn't even matter what you bring to the table. If you're going to take a whole group of people and be like, I'm not going to consider you based off this one thing.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And we probably should just both move on.
Yeah,
And it
not
sucked,
open-minded.
dude, because I showed up with like an A&M shirt, like clearly looking like super Republican. I had like bootcut jeans and like cowboy boots on.
Yeah, he had a Klan hood on and he drove in a lifted pickup truck.
Yeah. So she was like, "Yeah, I have to ask." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, I don't really vote." And that's sort of true. I don't really vote. I don't really vote, you know.
He voted for Kanye, but he didn't know he made music.
I know he didn't vote for Kamala.
I did not vote for Kamala.
You know, during that election,
Dude, I thought that was so funny, by the way, what I did. I thought that was extremely funny. I knew it was the wrong thing to do, but I thought that was super funny. I should have set it up
It's
better.
a funny bit.
If I set it up amazingly, it would have been awesome. It's all about the setup. That's what that taught me, is I need to work on setting up more, and then anything could be
Racist
funny.
voices are all about the setup.
No, I think I saw like clips floating around of her doing like the code switching or something, where she would like talk in a different
Oh
voice.
yeah.
And
There was
I
that.
think I was trying to like I was in my head. I was like, oh, it'll be like
So
me
there
doing
was a
different
very
voice.
deep-seated correlation. We're not smart enough to pick up on the genius that is Jarrett Zoner.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm a thoughtful guy. Yeah, It's one of the things about me. If you ask me,
Thoughtful of shit. Don't board me. Please don't.
you know,
I really went out on a limb there, and I did.
Don't board me. It's so close to still waterboard
yeah,
me.
just get up on the chair.
Honestly, I would prefer to be waterboarded over the sad trombone.
Yeah.
If every time I just fucking missed a shitty joke, you just fucking put a rag over my face and almost killed me, that would be 10 times
That's
better.
the most
than-
he's used that button.
Yeah, exactly.
It's this episode.
I did have this one neighbor. I'm hoping she's dead because she's like, but she lives. I haven't seen her actually in several months. But she's this old lady, and we'd catch each other walking our dogs, and I would always try to like go the other way before she saw me, but sometimes it was too late. And one time she was like, "Oh, David, I voted estrogen because I'm estrogen. Who are you voting for?"
What?
And as soon as she worded it like that, I said, "Oh, Laura, Trump's my fucking man, baby. I'm voting for him all day, every day."
Yeah.
And she actually was so disgusted by my answer. She was like, "Oh, well, me and Furry, we're actually going to walk this way today." And then she walked away.
That's a good way to get her out.
You should just follow her and be like, "What do you think about border policy?" Biden is letting them in. Just chase her.
Yeah.
No.
They don't
I
sell
am
them.
cutting that out. No,
Yeah,
Show her
Jarrett,
that,
God
that'd be
damn
good.
it, Jarrett. We were
All
doing
right.
so good.
We were
for
trying.
so
I know
long.
you guys were trying to move away from the Auschwitz stuff earlier. I brought it back.
Don't.
I brought it back.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Kyler Patton Green and Jared Zeller bringing Auschwitz back. The Civic Center. All right.
Yeah. Finding a title is that the hardest part about? Such a dumb question to ask. Is finding a title for an episode? Is
Jarrett,
that like the hardest thing?
I'm gonna put the can on our side of the thing for just a minute, so David can actually talk on his own fucking show. We've shut him. I've watched you shut him down 3 separate times, and then I've shut him down like 5.
I'm
in the
just
last
really
10
interested
minutes.
in what the title would be for this. Like, how do you go through it? Yeah, you find that. What is?
Well,
what's the
Jared, there's
magic
not going to be a
behind-
title. It's not going to be released. You fucking jackass.
All right.
That was just me. It wasn't even funny at all.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
here's
sorry.
here's
That
what
was
it
stupid.
here's what it's gonna be for your episode. Are you ready for this? I think you
Yeah.
guys are gonna like this.
Hit me.
Big dicks, soft moments, because the acronym will be BDSM.
Oh, that's great.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That does feel rugged. I am happy about it. I can't wait to send my mom a link of me on the BDSM podcast.
Oh no, yeah. My aunt's gonna see it floating around on Instagram or something. She's gonna tell my mom because my mom doesn't use Instagram.
My grandma's like, I knew we shouldn't have moved to the city.
That's
Oh,
cool. Your
no.
mom watches your Kill Tony though. My mom doesn't watch this.
Oh well, because
Oh.
I said it to her. She didn't even know. Actually, I wasn't gonna tell her, and then people were talking about it. I'm like, I should probably tell my mom what happened before.
What
somebody...
happened? Not I should tell my mom I had this amazing opportunity, but I should tell her what happened.
I told her the night. I told her what I was doing that night.
You got a bad report card?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there
Tony
we go.
gave me a D.
Yeah. Oh, Tony had given you a D,
minus.
you would have been a golden ticket winner.
Whoa, there we go. I did. Yeah.
That's a joke about.
Ooh.
For those of you at home, that's a joke about Tony Hinchcliffe being gay. Yeah, there we go.
You never seen Kill Tony.
I'm coming back.
Coming back.
We're listening to the full thing. I'm not turning it down.
Good. I love how long that laugh goes on. It does kind of activate the part of my brain of like the
Yeah.
stand-up part. Of like I do feel good. That gives
Yeah.
a way bigger serotonin boost than a button on a keyboard should be able to. But
Towards the end of that, it's almost like she's still laughing. Like there's another tag. Like,
Yeah.
you could add a tag and like it would work.
yeah, it's great that because there's you can hear like two ladies in the back like really going like oh like the laugh you're like wiping tears out of your eyes. I'm like I would fucking kill to have something like that. But
Oh my god. Yeah.
David, carry us home or not? I don't
Are
know
you
what's happening.
Carry
No,
us
Are we?
I don't know why I said like
Are
that.
we-
No, I was just trying to shut Jared
Are
up so
we
you could
ending
talk.
the
Like,
episode?
David,
No, I'm sorry.
Actually, so this is the first time the guest has been like, all right, well, we're done.
All right, and I
just-
think we're gonna end it. Yeah, I got my laugh board. We're fucking out of here.
The
No,
whole time he's like, "No, please, we need to shut up. Take it away." He's
No.
just like,
And
"All
he
right,
hints
nice,
it.
dude. I'm just leaving."
Yeah, I'm trying to leave before you get a chance to talk on your own show.
Oh.
No, I have no idea why I said it like that. No, I was just trying to ping pong. I do genuinely feel bad. We keep interrupting really bad, and it's I feel terrible.
Take a drink every time you hear Kyler say "genuinely." That's a good one for this episode.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let me get out the whiskey. I'll be wasted by the time this is done. No,
Take a drink every time Jarrett tells a good joke. I've been sober for 21 years. See, Jarrett, it's not that funny when other people do it, is it?
It's good. It's good, dude.
I have
man.
I have no aspirations to be a comedian, but I do think it'd be fun to do Kill Tony one day, and maybe I'll work on that. The king didn't have 500 wives, and that's why I left.
That's
the
a
marriage
really,
joke.
really
No.
that was by far a riff of the episode so far. That was
Seriously,
super fun.
yeah, that is a good premise too. Yeah, that's
No,
awesome.
you and I were talking about this behind Creek in the Cave. I was like, "You're funny, dude. You should definitely. You're a funny, charismatic guy. Go up and try it."
Thank you.
I mean,
God, I've
fucking.
just been playing poker too. It's triggered like
You're checking- I raised.
I'm all in, baby.
Do you play poker?
Just started amateur super, but like yeah, just started and I love it. I just went to a poker house. Very intimidating, new place. It's like a child being in a new school, going in a new city. Like I'm just like I don't.
New kid on the block.
Yeah, new kid on the block. Like I go in, I pay $80 to play. It's a $60 buy-in plus $20 membership fee, and the lady at the front's like, they're gonna bully you. After paying all this.
The lady warned you.
Yeah, after I paid all this money, she's like, don't let them bully you. They're gonna bully you. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm already like shaky. And I'm like, I'm getting shit hands and I'm folding every hand. And when they fold, like they do the cool, like they throw their cards in looking all cool.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I couldn't because when I was trying to fold, I noticed I was like shaky. And so I would just push them in so I wouldn't give any tells of like me just being a bitch, So, but they all knew.
Sup, dude?
That's cool that the one thing that you started since you've been in Austin has nothing to do with any of the stuff that you should be working on.
I'm gambling away my money. Oh, I lost $60 in like 30 minutes. It
I
was
moved to
awesome.
Austin with the goal of doing one open mic a week, and now I don't have any money.
Now I'm gambling, I'm drinking.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. No, my buddy Kyle actually won like $500.
Our buddy Kyle. Don't claim
Our-
Kyle. Our buddy, the
Our
third member
buddy-
of the stack.
My roommate, our totem, our middle totem. Is that what we call
Middle
it?
of the totem.
Middle totem.
The torso.
The torso. Calling your friend the torso. That's fun. So what do I call you? The legs?
Yeah, call me the legs.
And you're the head. That's a compliment. The head is important.
Hey, so I was talking to the head the other day, and
I was hit in the head.
I was.
You
That's why I'm the head. Maybe I shouldn't be the head. Yeah, my mom doesn't think I have the best head on my shoulders. Anyways.
Well, but you're the smallest, so that's why you have to be like we were talking about.
Yeah, just weight distribution. I understand how that works and
you wouldn't want me to be on top.
gravity. Yeah.
If I was the head?
Yeah.
Think about what
If you're on top in any, sexual joke.
we were clearly going somewhere way back to the totem thing that isn't funny at all. David, please.
I got some cards here. Let me start looking through.
Yeah,
my
I don't know
cards.
how this is gonna go, but this is a little game I got,
Oh.
and all of us get to choose. We can do this one of two ways. You can either choose one that you want to answer, or one that's a little bit more fun. Is we could give one to someone that we want them to answer.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
this.
Let's go. So yeah, you could you could give to me or Jarrett. You could give
You
to.
gotta answer this.
yeah.
Okay.
Passing it around, I think, is so much more interesting.
That is okay. Let's
Who wants
make
to
sure
give
this-
out? Jarrett, we've been giving you a hard time today. Why don't you give out the first card?
Head of the table.
This one's pretty good. Put that for a maybe. Oh, that's got to be good. That'll be for Kyler. Hold on.
Sound it out.
It is funny that he said his mom doesn't like him because on his Kill Tony.
She likes me. my mom and I have a great relationship.
See,
We're
it's funny
awesome.
that he
She's
brought up that his
awesome.
mom thinks he's a stupid disappointment. It's interesting that you bring that up.
It's just like me doing she doesn't like me doing comedy. All right, that's just the only. And then the Kill Tony thing, you know, she found out. She was gonna find out because I had a family member basically reach out to me and be like, "Hey, was that work?" And I listened to your Kill Tony. I was like, "Oh, now I have to tell my mom, you know, to go watch it." And they watched it and they FaceTime me while they watched it, so that was fun. I got to see their reactions. But I told her when I was doing it. I was like, "Hey, Mom, I'm doing this thing." And then afterwards, she was like, "How was it?" And I was like, "I didn't get called."
You lied?
And then a few days later, a few days later, I'm like, "Mom, you're gonna find out, so I'm gonna tell you." I got on to like the biggest show I'm ever gonna get on, and it went whatever. So have fun watching it. And my dad, yeah. So it was just interesting seeing their reactions on it. My dad was like, "Yeah, your black voice kind of just sounded Irish." My dad just thought it sounded like an Irish guy, which.
I guess, what kind of Irish guys do you hang out with?
I guess we don't have any Irish in our family. Like that, I don't. Yeah, I can do Irish.
I just can't believe there was a whole card talking about your Kill Tony episode.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give you.
I
a
thought that was
card.
gonna be super funny too. I've just been mean this whole time. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
let's
Jarrett.
talk about why you're super mean and what insecurity that's related to. You want to take point on this? While I pick a card.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys, just so you know, these cards are not that long, and you are dissecting these things like I gave you a book to read.
All right, let's give this.
There's
one,
no pictures on them. Jarrett's having a real hard time.
Give this one a Kyler.
Oh, when I look at a photo of my younger self. Okay, so I have to.
There's one right there.
Oh, yeah. When I look at a
photo.
photo of my younger self, I'm on a podcast in Austin, Texas, usually. But I don't know. Look at a photo of my younger self. I guess it's I can't relate to it at all. Like I don't. When I try to think back about like my childhood, it doesn't resonate at all. It's like being the same person even remotely. I'm like, I'm not the same guy. It's like looking at a picture of a stranger, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Interesting.
Sorry. No,
Should've given him
I
a
should have
better
said something
card.
funny.
Yeah, I should have given you a
When I look
better
at a photo of
card.
myself, I jerk off. How about that? Huh? That's better, right?
Yeah, you jerk off at your younger self. That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, maybe the more meaningful answer.
I think
would've been a better way
Epstein
to
would
go.
have even done that. I don't even know.
I liked your answer. It was very honest and genuine and
Thank you.
reflective.
Yeah, we
and-
don't see a lot of that from Kyler. He's usually just not serious about anything.
Yeah, I don't let the walls down because if for real, if we're serious for any longer than 45 more seconds, I'm going to burst into tears.
yeah.
Let's see him
Yeah.
cry. Let's keep it serious.
Yeah. Oh, it's so easy.
There's this picture I wanted to show you guys so bad, but I have no idea when it was sent to me. Fuck. I give up. But it's just proof that I used to have hair.
Oh, I see.
I don't see any hair.
Oh,
Jarrett, what is that
You
even?
wanna-
What was that even supposed to mean?
no, I'm not.
You're like, I see it. I was like, I don't see it.
Oh, never mind. That was
There we
good.
go.
So there's me when I was a kid.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
Get the buzz. I have never seen two more dramatically different illustrations of a person in my entire life.
This looks like my dad from the 80s, dude. This is crazy. It looks like a military
You're
haircut
like
almost.
Tanner. This is crazy. It looks like you just took a
This
picture
is
of like a
nuts.
random kid and you just have it.
Holy fucking
Doesn't
shit,
look
dude.
remotely like you at all.
You look like you worked on the first Dell like Microsoft computer ever. All right, that was
What was that? Was that? It genuinely, if you walked up to me and was like, "Hey, this is one of my coworkers. He went missing not too long ago." I would believe that more than if you said that was.
More of a reminder myself because I'll probably throw it up on the YouTube. This is the one
Yeah.
where I'm wearing the green and blue checkered shirt.
when the kid's been missing for so long. You know, it's like this guy was missing from this year. When was that photo taken?
I was still in high school, so
Wow.
yeah.
You were missing in high, yeah, and then it's like, where is he now? And they find you. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to distinguish. That's a crazy difference, dude. Me in high school, I think I looked like this.
He
I'm
did look like that.
28, so
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of your hair. Your hair is fucking
thank you. I
awesome.
appreciate
It's
the
fantastic.
compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I do. I enjoy it.
If you ever make me mad, I'm shaving it off.
I've thought about shaving it off a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Jarrett, please don't ever buzz your. He did this not too long ago. He showed up to our New Year's Eve party. He had this giant beard for ages, and he buzzed it to the skin. I thought a guy was breaking into our New Year's Eve party. I was like, oh my God, what
I
the
did
fuck
freak
is.
them out when I showed up. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
You know, you say you don't need a chaperone.
He does.
I
Because
think,
if he's left alone to his own devices, he does shit like that. He completely changes the way he looks and then shows up and scares everybody.
I need a chaperone. My mom would agree with you. Yeah, she probably thinks I need a chaperone too.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're
Probably.
not smart and you're not funny. I just every now and then it seems like you make these you have these thoughts from Satan himself that sneak into your head, and then for some reason you want to act on them.
That was really deep. Almost.
Jarrett, are you or are you not possessed by the devil?
I don't, dude.
Because me and Kyler, we get the same thoughts, but we don't act on them.
Yeah.
I act on the bad thoughts in my head. You're but it blowing my mind right now.
That's kind of thing we were talking about earlier about like the fact that you kind of just like I just don't think you have you just don't have a filter or a governor on the things you like to say.
On the accelerator.
Yeah, exactly. You were just
Yeah,
a
I just go
completely
100 and be
an unburdened mind in both the best and worst ways possible.
I try to be unfiltered for the most part. I feel like if as soon as I start governing, trying to chaperone, trying to like really get my decision making like down, and it just seems like it's fake or like I'm trying too hard. I don't know. Is that an asshole thing to say?
It's honest.
It is honest.
I'm honestly an asshole.
No, you are not. I refuse to believe that.
All right, well, refuse to believe in God too. So
Did you not hear about the wives?
yeah, you convinced me a little bit too there. Maybe we were talking about Solomon. I think it's King Solomon. Yeah, King David probably one of the kings. I don't know. They 500 wives. Yeah, dude. God, what I'm just thinking about how awesome that would be. Yeah, I know you guys are shitting on it, but I think one wife would be. But yeah, 500. I don't know.
Jerry, you're like an hour and a half late to the party.
It's been so long since I've had sex. I'm just thinking about like a king being a king and like 500 wives and like you're just surrounded by gold and like peasants and that's just cool, dude. Fuck.
This is one of those ungoverned thoughts.
I wonder what you probably, if you were a king and you had 500 wives and you were in charge of a whole city and you had an army at your disposal, I could see you turning into an asshole.
Yeah, with all the power of the, yeah, just being corrupted.
Jerry, you have a
immediately.
beautiful, kind, loving soul. You seem like a guy whose power would get to your head very quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
You're a nice, humble dude, but if you were elected into any sort of office, you would be. What I'm trying to say is, I think you would have been on Epstein's Island.
Oh, for sure. I would have like gone to the. I want to see what. Yeah, to be a fly on the wall on Epstein, or a fly on the beach. Anyways.
Stop. We're gonna stop
To
this
be
right
a
here.
fly, when has anyone in human existence saw a fly on the beach?
A fly on the massage
You know, to
table.
be a tiger in the ocean would just be such a beautiful thing.
To be a tiger in the ocean at Epstein's Island would have been fantastic.
Oh, this is great.
All right, Kyler, hit one of us.
Oh, I gotta fuck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, cards, dude. Come on.
All right, hold on. Let me read these things.
This is like the.
All right, go
Oh.
fish.
I could give Jarrett one if you're.
Yes.
Needing
Yeah,
to
he's
read.
picking.
Yeah. Give me 1 second to kind of look through. Yeah, hit
Yeah,
Jarrett with one of them.
Sound it out.
Now you're stealing jokes too.
All right.
I'm gonna put you in a bad position. I'm sorry.
The person I find. Oh, this is funny.
Finish the prompt.
The person I find most annoying is. Good one. Yeah. But this is good. The person I find most annoying is. Before I get into this, do you want to, David? Do you want to? What was, if you don't mind, what was Kyler's? What did he put for that prompt on the guest form?
That's none of your business.
No, can I?
That's confidential.
I can't add. It is confident. I guess you did sign some stuff or whatever. Yeah. What was the one where it's like? The prompt was, what is something you don't want to talk about on the pod? What was Kyler's? Can you tell me? You could tell me.
I think my exact words were nothing. I'm an open book.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, he's an open book.
And what'd you say for the culture question? Were you the one that were like the fact that people are growing and that's generally a good thing?
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
What was mine? Do you want to You can tell them what mine was.
I'm really confused as to what the.
I think you said that there's nothing we couldn't talk about, right?
No, no way. No way. No way.
Jared,
had
what
something-
weird bit are you
I
doing
had
right
something, I had something I didn't want to talk about.
Right here.
What? You know what I don't want to talk? There's something yeah.
What hot topics do you get fired up to talk about? And you said stand-up, mental illness, and addiction. I said, what's going on in our culture that you'd like to talk about? And you said, young people afraid to go on adventures. Is there anything specifically you don't want to talk about? I would rather not talk about Kyler. Let's pretend he's not in the room.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Yeah,
That's a fantastic
hell
bit.
yeah.
That was awful. You didn't even dive with your. We just kind of like. held
Well,
hands
because this is
with
my.
it.
I should have been done this way.
That was that's very, very funny. I like that. Good work,
Thank
Jarrett.
you. Thank you.
I was
Yes.
confused because
Jarrett-
you were doing the thing where you're like, "Come on, pull the thing." I was like, "He clearly has some sort of punchline here." I just didn't know what your angle
Oh,
was. That's
dude.
very funny.
Awesome. Yes.
You're like a ninja.
He
You
is a
Well,
fucking
ninja.
snuck that in there. You and me both thought I was about to do the womp 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 thing again.
Yeah.
You were already reaching for it. Yeah.
I could not wait for the sad trombone board on whatever bullshit Jarrett brought up.
That was so good. I'm not tromboning you for the rest of this episode.
Holy shit, you're
Oh my
bone
God.
proof, dude. That rules.
That's awesome. Hit the standing ovation one.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
the applause,
You just
yeah.
get to ask for that? That was very funny. I like that.
That is the equivalent of a DSNSB golden ticket. No
Oh,
more, no more
that's-
tromboning.
No more tromboning.
First person,
Trombone.
160 guests.
What episode is this? What number is
It'll
this?
probably be like 162 or 3, something like that.
Sick.
Awesome. Good. Okay. I don't know. I was gonna go with.
So
that.
am I actually the most annoying person?
No,
Or are
I
you just
no,
gonna?
I just wanted to, it just reminded me of what the prompt, what I put.
That
for
actually worked out so well.
That
Because
was-
you didn't know we were going to play this game. I forgot that you had put that down. There are 300 cards in this box. And the
That-
one that I give you, you know what? I believe in God again.
Oh,
My mom's going to be so happy. You're doing your little dance.
I know what card I'm gonna give you. Then hold on.
Well, you didn't answer yours.
Yeah. Okay. The person I find most annoying is the type of person that takes life too seriously, doesn't take life seriously at all. That type of person. Either
Well,
one.
you just
either one. Yeah, sorry, either one.
I see.
You need it's got to be balanced. The person who can't, I mean, because each one is super annoying to me. The one that can't take anything seriously at all, it's like, okay, and that's obviously the comedian. Usually, that's why I find him kind of annoying. But that's why I'm not great at comedy either. It's probably because I'm too serious. But
Yeah, you're
okay.
so serious. You've been so serious today.
Jarrett,
you,
that is the problem, is that we all take you too seriously.
you have brought this conversation down with your seriousness.
All right. Well, if you want me to be serious, maybe you should do some fucking dishes, David. I'm looking over there. I'm looking over there. I'm seeing
What?
dishes piled up.
They're drying because I cleaned them last night.
Well, how about you dry them with a towel, David?
Because
and
my
put
mom
them-
taught me to air dry them. You put
My
them on-
mom did too. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll let that
What the
slide.
fuck was that? You, Jarrett, loose cannon Zeller strikes again.
What
What the hell was that?
Oh shit! All right. Kitchen looks fine. This is. Did I tell you yet? This place looks amazing. Dude, genuinely, I'm being serious. You're the nicest podcaster I've ever met. Honestly.
He's the only podcaster you've ever met.
So that also makes me the meanest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy who can't take anything too seriously.
Back to it.
Is this
Jarrett the loose cannon Zeller.
on his date with that chick? She's like, "So are you a Republican or a Democrat?" And he's like, "Look at the waiters just fucking up," and then he just completely avoids it. He just changes the subject.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid it.
You think
yeah.
he's gonna zig and he zags? I don't know.
That's
You are.
right.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can relate to that, I'm sure, if you wanna.
Yeah, people. I mean, people who take stuff like to wait. Nobody likes stone cold. Like I don't like it's. The term is the first time I heard it was the term WASP, which is it's like white Anglo-Saxon it's saying that I think that it doesn't apply to what I actually thought it was, but I don't like the very like boring like strung up people with like very clean houses. like, or it's just like where you walk inside and it's like everything is like painted like gray
Wait.
and white and turquoise, and they're just like bored. Like they like order and they like going out to. I can't possibly explain. I'm gonna do a terrible. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead because I'm not actually gonna have anything funny or interesting to
I
say
can
about it.
jump
But
in.
please do.
So to your point about the people that take themselves seriously, I have a list in my phone of everyone that I've cold approached since I lived in Austin, just like out in the gym at Zilker Park. And the list is over 500 people at this point. Because a muscle I really wanted to develop was getting the ability to walk up to a stranger and have a conversation without getting nervous and feeling like I was going to puke.
Yeah.
And I have noticed that extremely jacked dudes, like the ones with like the quote unquote perfect body, are some of the most boring people on the planet.
Oh yeah, that's like a stereotype, right?
I've never had one of them on the show. And if I ever approach a guy in the gym with the intention to specifically see if maybe he'd be a good podcast guest, like Eric this morning, if he's super jacked in my mind, I subconsciously just am like, nope, he wouldn't be. Then I see Eric like, oh, this guy, he clearly works out. He's in pretty good shape. Let's go fucking talk about the machine he's on and see where the conversation goes. Boom. Great guest.
Interesting.
I think that's because it's like you can't like it's kind of thing of like a insanely like a giant like insanely handsome like jack dude. They're never because like I think like maybe like beauty lies in the imperfections. The most interesting people are a little weird and fucked up and they have like some weird shit going. You want real people have some evil in them. You see a guy at the gym who's just like bench pressing and he's like, I like driving. He's like, I like my BMW and I'm going nowhere with this. But those type of people do
Yeah, my
stink.
supplements.
Yeah, it's just it's like also it's like if you look good enough at a certain point, people will like you and you don't have to have a personality. I think that's kind of the
I've gotten away with a lot of things just from like looking pretty good with the hair.
All
I
right,
mean, this guy's had to struggle through like a lot. I mean, just comedy, like I mean, why do you think he picked comedy?
Jared, you embarrass yourself in public all the time.
You've embarrassed yourself on this podcast today.
Yeah.
I don't feel embarrassment's a human construct. I don't fucking know what you guys are talking about. I don't even believe. You think I believe in embarrassment? I don't believe in money. I don't have any reference for. No, I'm beyond that, dude.
That's a clip I'm going
I
to use
don't.
to take down your career. That last 10 seconds, I'm posting that everywhere.
Perfect.
Oh,
And I'll
shit.
repost it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh God. All right.
And then so we're that girl, the Republican, or
Wait.
the Democrat.
Yeah,
whoever,
she's like definitely liberal for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Jarrett, or no,
Let me-
Kyler.
Oh, is it my turn to card somebody?
Yeah, that's why he.
You want to know the best part? I haven't been looking at them this entire time. I've been having too much fun talking. Shit.
Give me a card. Give David a
We can
card,
just
dude.
take it. Me and Jarrett will just talk
We'll
about.
trade cards.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. I got
I'll compliment your hair and try to dap up my boy's ego a little bit while he
Yeah.
takes an hour to.
Yeah.
Your arms look really good in that shirt. I know I
Thanks.
made fun of you for not wearing a button up, but that wraps your biceps very nicely.
Thank you. I noticed that too.
Some forest green pants.
fucking asshole.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Forest
yeah.
green pants. You don't see those very often.
Don't. Yeah.
Shoes with rips in them. You look like maybe you're a little,
Okay.
starving artist type of thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the shoes because of the hole, but yeah, thanks for noticing. Yeah. These pants are nice. I've thrown up on these pants like about 4 times just being too drunk.
Yeah, you need a chaperone.
Yeah.
I think I just don't. No, I just, I think I've drank enough to now finally like get a good head on my shoulders where I'm like, okay, it's just.
You've drank enough to set yourself straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
We have a
drank
video of the
himself
last time I
sober.
drank. It's incredible.
I almost lost my job because Jarrett got too drunk attempting to repeat something he saw a Chinese man do on the internet.
What was the Chinese man doing on the internet?
He's just drinking. He's drinking. This is a video from this guy I used to watch like 6 years ago. And
6 years ago.
10-6.
Anywhere in that panel of time, continue.
Yeah. I was like, I was a kid basically. I was like, this guy's so cool. He was like drinking. He was like opening beers with a chopstick and like cracking a raw egg and the alcohol is just a shit ton of Chinese alcohol. And then he'd like light it on fire and then like put his finger in, light his cigarette. It's like, oh, this. I was like, ever since I saw that, I was like, I want to drink like this guy once. I want to, and but there's a fat Chinese guy too, so he could obviously handle the liquor a lot more.
I was stranded in San Antonio because I had a tire blowout and I had to buy new tires. There was nowhere that had them the day of. I have to call my fucking work. I'd call it like not too long ago. I had to call my work and be like, hey, I'm not going to be able to come into work tomorrow. Jarrett and I work together. I got him a job at the same place where I'm employed.
Yep.
What a good guy. Good
Isn't
guy
that awesome?
alert.
And see all the mean shit
a
he
good
still
guy.
says about me? I'm literally the reason he can pay his
He's
bills.
a good guy. Yeah.
I call my boss. I'm like, hey, I can't be there tomorrow, whatever. And the guy's like, well, if you miss your shift, that would technically be like, or whatever. It'd be like a failure to show up. You called that like a month ago or whatever. It'd be like a failure. You'll have to talk to like HR and they might let you go. And I'm like, well, I literally cannot get. I agree. The story's not that good.
The yawn. Yeah.
The dog. Fuck. I'm boring the one member of the studio
You
audience.
don't even need the soundboard. Yeah, you have a real.
But I call my boss or whatever, and I'm like, basically it comes down to if I'm not at work tomorrow, there's a pretty decent chance they'll fire me. I'm like, whatever, man, fuck you. This job has been kind of a nightmare. Anyway, it's a great job. But I'm like, if you want to fire me over something I literally can't control, I'm one of your best employees. You want to do that? I don't care. I'll get a job somewhere else. I'll flip burgers or something. But he's like, but if you can get somebody to cover your shift, you'll be fine. I call Jarrett throughout the course of an entire day. I call him like 30 times. He never picks up the phone. And I call our buddy Kyle, his roommate. I'm like, Kyle, have you heard from Jarrett today? I need to talk to him. And Kyle's like, oh, he's been passed out all day. Last night he was trying to drink like a Chinese guy. I was like, what are you talking about? Kyle sends me this video
It's
of
like
Jarrett
a 3-minute video.
sitting on the ground on their patio outside, just drinking. There's a part where he like pours multiple beers into a thing and he like cracks an egg in this giant cup and drinks it. And he's like lighting cigarettes with lighting his fingers on fire and lighting cigarettes. He drinks like 16 standard drinks. He had blacked out and just been sleeping for like 18 hours. I'm like, there is a non-zero chance I lose my job because Jarrett was drinking like a Chinese man he saw on the internet. That would have been the reason. My dreams would have been dead. I would have been evicted from my home. I would have had to move back to Colorado.
Yeah.
All because of that. See, the dog was right to yawn. It wasn't that funny. But
No, yeah, you called me, and when I finally checked my phone when I was feeling better, like at 8 p.m. or something, I called him back, and he was like, yeah, can you cover my shift? And I was like, yeah, I'll work tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, it's at 6 or 7 a.m. I was like, oh, dude, I drink like a Chinese guy. I can't keep up with that.
you'll have to show David the video. It's unbelievable.
I can show you the video.
Show me the video.
I can show you the video.
We
You
can
show
embed
that.
it into the YouTube version.
Now
of
this is
episode.
podcasting, baby. Come on, Jarrett.
The video. Oh, look, Kyle texted me. You still doing pod?
You still
Should I
doing,
feed? Oh, yeah.
You still doing pod?
Oh, you think Kyle is a monster.
Is he a comedian too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
comic.
That's right. Yep.
That's what we all have in common. But and we're white, I guess. I guess that's also a thing.
And you're men?
And we're men. See, we're finding more and more. They're similar.
How old
yeah.
is he?
Kyle's 23.
How old are you?
28.
Jarrett's the oldest out of all of us by like a
That's
lot.
why he's the
He
head.
calls me
He's a
like,
dirty old man.
yeah.
Jarrett's
Make-
195
On my
years old.
birthday, on my 28th birthday, Kyler was like, yeah, happy 47th birthday or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Kyle's also just insanely weird. His brain functions unlike any other person I've ever met.
Oh, I'm so excited.
This video is like 2 minutes long or something. It's
Your
crazy.
your glasses
So-
are great, and you're taking a little swig from the bottle. A big. What the fuck are? Oh my god!
the Chinese music in the background is awesome.
Oh, this is over 2 minutes. I'm not gonna watch this. Whole
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's I do a tornado. I'd like do the tornado technique. Where you just
You're adding more.
it was
You know,
a
the
lot.
fact that the source of this story is one day Jarrett was watching YouTube
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
the inspiration,
a
right?
third glass.
It's a whole it's like a giant half-gallon mason jar that I fill up. Yeah, I guess it was about a half-gallon.
Yeah, didn't you almost give yourself alcohol poisoning?
No, I think it was alcohol poisoning. I think I pissed myself or I vomited everywhere. Yeah, I blacked out. It was just bad.
You're chugging. Do you get through the whole thing?
I'd finished the whole thing.
Drinks
Yeah.
all of it. That's the reason.
The cigarette thing was the coolest part where I burned my finger and I lit the cigarette, but then it burned me, so I was like, oh fuck.
I was gonna say, did that mess your finger up?
Yeah, I just burned my finger and I was like, oh, the Chinese guy never did that. Damn it. He did it so much cooler. Well, I didn't think it hurt. Maybe it hurt him. He just made it look like it didn't hurt. I don't know.
Oh,
How
there
do
you go, light on the thing, and Dad, your tail is on the soundboard.
It's just the
Please hit the round of applause.
What did you put in the cup that caused it to be able to light on fire? Like 151 or something?
Yeah, 151. Yeah, exactly. It was 151.
Okay.
Yeah, because I go to the liquor store and I'm like, yeah, I need alcohol that can light on fire. And he's like,
You asked the guy at the liquor store for that?
yeah, alcohol that can light on fire. He's like, I hope you better not smoke around it. I'm like, no way, that's the whole point. He's like, I actually need it so I can light my finger on fire and smoke it. A cigarette, yeah.
You're
not that.
a fun guy.
Yeah, I'm a fun drunk. I don't want to
He
get
is.
drunk a lot anymore, really, ever again. I'm never drinking again.
No, Jarrett's a
Well,
great
Cut
hang.
to
He's
me
just-
drinking.
That's
trashed.
unfortunate because one
Yeah.
day we're gonna share a drink.
No,
together, but-
I'll drink
yeah.
casually. Yeah, we'll just be chill. But yeah, I like to have fun. I like to be fun, and if I can get serious for a moment, as I'm talking about being fun, that's one of my insecurities. No. Anyway, Skylar, you want to talk about how you've been dieting lately, and you want to talk about how you're being a better person and stuff? wanna talk about-
He's gonna hand out a card.
Oh yeah, give me.
Yeah,
the
this whole time I
card.
was waiting for my turn to give.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
David,
Oh, you're giving
here's
me one.
yes.
Yes, wonderful.
Please, I'd like to hear more stories and stuff from you.
Oh no. Oh no. I think I know exactly what story I'm going to tell you.
Let's go. I knew you'd have a good one for this.
The prompt is an experience that shaped who I am that few people know about. So, as I mentioned, I was raised in a Christian home, and my parents always said, like, if you smoke a cigarette, that's fine, we'll forgive you. If you steal, like, some CDs from the store, that's fine, we'll forgive you. But the one rule that'll get you kicked out of this house is if you have sex before marriage.
Ooh.
So I'm 18 years old, and in my little 18-year-old head, I'm having this terrible mix of thoughts about, like, am I gay? Because I've never really acted on it. Am I straight and just confused?
Mhm.
And I decided that the way to figure out if I was straight or not, because in my head I was like, if I do marry a woman, but then I don't like her and we have all these kids, we're both like 45, we have this divorce because I come out of the closet, all my kids now hate me because I lied to them for years, and so
God,
this
you
is-
really fall that down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
God damn.
He thought about this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I figured that what I would do to figure out gay or straight is I would fuck a woman.
That's a great way to
It's the
find
only
out.
way, yeah.
So as I'm thinking about this, a couple weeks go by and I'm like, how am I going to do this? And my brother's wife comes up to me one day and she's like, David, we just hired this new girl named Debbie. She's like you. She's a good Christian girl. She's never had sex. She's waiting for marriage. And you guys should go on a date together and see where it goes. So I did. And me and Debbie dated for about 6 months. And somewhere in those 6 months, we were like, we're going to have sex. And I was like, yes, we are. So for St. Patrick's Day, we planned this thing where we were all going to meet at Debbie's house. We were going to take the train downtown. We were going to drink. We were going to eat. We were going to take the train back home. And then us and all of our friends were going to have this little house party, and they could all stay over at Debbie's house. And at some point during the day when we were drinking and starting to get a little buzz, Debbie was like, you want to fuck when we get back to the house? And I was like, yeah, let's do it, baby. Toots.
Hell yeah.
Darling.
Feeling frisky. Yeah.
And so we take the train, we get back home, we throw some pizzas in the oven, get everyone their first round of drinks, and me and Debbie, once we see like everyone's distracted with pizza and poker and alcohol, we sneak off down to the bedroom. So we start making out, and at one point, like she was like, let's get undressed. And it was funny because we both turned around. And so we had our backs to each other. And
Like
we're-
cowboys doing a shootout.
Yeah.
On three, draw. Turn around.
Yeah. And so we get naked. And I had tried to keep my drinking. I tried to drink enough that I could be in a good spot, but not get so drunk that I had whiskey dick, but also be able to say, like, if it didn't go well, I was going to use alcohol as an excuse, and I was going to be like, I had whiskey dick, even though I didn't.
Yeah, damn, you're a scientist with this,
Yeah,
dude.
this
This is
is
sick.
good.
Continue.
It was a
wanna
big
take
problem.
notes,
I had to think. You have
Yeah, write
a
this
young,
down.
confused lad has to think about these things. So I turned back around, and I give Debbie like this full up and down, and I see this naked lady, and I was so like shocked that I see a trash can in the corner and immediately run over to it and start puking.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's got to be the worst thing that's ever happened to her. Oh,
That was
my
that girl's
God.
9/11 for sure.
She fucking hated that.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Deborah,
Yeah, that's not something you shrug off.
I'm sorry, Debbie. You're very beautiful to other people.
Throwing up.
That's so funny. She's like vomiting. She's like, no, I'm gay. I'm gay. That's what it is. She's like, what do you mean?
So
No,
I,
you're so beautiful. It's not you.
So yeah, that's how I
That's-
found
wow.
out that I do like men.
So she didn't. So
That's just like.
so
that's just
so she
great.
didn't. She did not bang. So I assume you didn't have sex with her after you puked after looking at her. She didn't take that too kindly.
Right. So I was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. I put on all my clothes. I ran to the bathroom, puked a little more.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Cleaned out the toilet, or cleaned out the bowl in the bathtub, or the trash can in the bathtub, and then I go back to her room to put the trash can back, and she's not in there. And so I go back out to where the party's happening, and she's sitting with like some of her girlfriends. She got dressed again. She wasn't sitting there naked.
Yeah, she got dressed. This time in a trench coat too, just like fully clothed.
So I had so much shame because I knew like that's terrible for her. Like that's so bad for
Yeah.
any human being to be seen naked for the first time by a love interest, and their interest is to go. And so I just got in my car and left.
Yeah, you can't walk up and be like, who wants to play beer pong, huh? Just fucking. Oh, that's so.
Holy
There's so
shit.
many funny. But also, the fact that
is
you went
so
into the
funny.
bathroom and threw up again, it's one thing because she's sitting here on. It could be one thing, in the back of her head being like, maybe he was just shocked, and that's why. You puked out of shock, then walked away, and then started throwing up again because you were thinking about it. She heard you vomiting in the bathroom. She's like, he's still puking. I'm not even in front of him anymore, and he's still throwing up thinking about me.
Oh my God.
I was going to say, it's like you walk upstairs, like, was she like trying to hang herself or something? Like, what was happening? Oh my God, that's so funny.
Are you still really cool with her?
Actually, I told one of my friends this story, and he was like, "What's her full name?" This guy probably spent, and then we like moved on to do something I forgot, and like 25 minutes later, he's like, "David, I've looked this woman up on Facebook, on Google, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. I can't find her. She is dead."
She just went off the grid. She has like a new alias, like a new name. She lives in like Wisconsin.
Off the grid, you mean heaven?
Yeah, she off
She'd
herself.
kill herself for sure. If I got naked in front of if I got naked in front of a
Dude, that's
lady,
brutal.
not even throwing up, if she like giggled a little bit, I would kill myself in front of her.
Oh, Kyler.
I cannot
Oh,
imagine, like,
God.
seriously, I got naked in front of a lady and she just went, whew, like, even just a little bit, I'd be like, no, all right. It was a night. If somebody vomit, could you even imagine somebody just vomiting aggressively? Did you even try to explain yourself at all, or did you
No,
just let
because
it?
I was still so afraid of being gay. I didn't come out of the closet
Oh,
after that for
man.
years. Because I thought I was going to hell. That night was also very scary for me. Because I was like,
You're going to hell because you basically murdered a lady, basically. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, wow.
That's nuts. And yeah, it's not even try to explain it either. Like, it would like not even tossing this. Like, I'm sorry, I think I might be gay, or somebody like try to give her any. She had no peace of mind at that.
Yeah.
No peace of mind. I got naked in front of a guy. He vomited, and then he got in his car and he left.
and she's actually a very pretty woman too, which makes it even
Oh,
worse because,
dude.
like, like if you are
ruined her. Oh, fuck. Who gives a fuck about daddy issues or anything like that?
Honestly, here's you might have actually done something really good for another guy. There's probably some ugly guy out there with a beautiful girlfriend because she just has literally the worst self-esteem of any woman who's ever lived. There's probably some guy out there dating who looks like a troll, just dating a supermodel, being like, yeah, we fuck all the time, and I fuck her and she just cries. She just thanks me for not throwing up. She probably married the first one. If she isn't dead, the first guy she fucked that didn't throw up, she probably married.
That's
on the
what
spot.
happened. And the guy found out about that story. He wants to like come find you now. He wants to thank you. He wants to shake your
Yeah,
hand.
that guy.
He's like, wait, this is all. He's connecting the dots.
That guy owes you big time.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, maybe I'll hear from him. Maybe Debbie and this man will be watching, YouTube, and they'll be looking at the podcast, and Debbie will be like, what would some ugly guy's name be? Like, Frank.
Like an Ethan.
Frank,
Oh.
do you remember that guy? Told
Hey,
you about?
Jarrett.
Hey, Jarrett.
All right.
All right.
So I hadn't been meaning in a minute. I thought I could.
No, it's fine. No, he was sharing a good story about.
So no, I
finding out he
interrupted
was
your
gay.
riff. You had something.
Oh, and she's going to be like, Frank, remember the guy I told you about? That's him. And then she's gonna go to use the bathroom, and he's gonna look at the podcast, find my email, and I'm just gonna get that thank you message.
You're out to dinner. She sees you. She starts fucking crying, being like, "There he is, that fucking piece of shit." And he's like, "Yeah, that fucking asshole. I'm gonna go hit him a piece of my mind." He walks over, just like, "Dude, thank you so much. You fucking, you saved. She's so hot, and she shouldn't even be talking to me."
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Getting that emailed to the pod also would be fucking funny.
Greatest email. You have to frame that.
Yeah, that's got to be framed.
This live on air sign would come down.
Yeah.
Just
That
a
is cool.
framed thank you note.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Oh, I was also thinking about this earlier. That's another great part of that story as well. Is your wherewithal as a young man you're trying to find out if you're gay, right? The wherewithal to be like, I'll try to fuck a woman, not I'll try to fuck a dude, because I feel like because if you think about it, right, if you're genuinely confused and you have no idea either way, you're in a full state of confusion, trying to figure out. Say you don't know if you're gay or straight, you bang a lady, right? Then you're just like, okay, that wasn't really my thing, or you vomit everywhere. You're like, okay, that wasn't really my thing. Now I know I like guys. Way worse to be like you're just like, oh, I'll try guys first. You just get like banged in the ass, like, yeah, I didn't like that one bit. That was a serious mistake.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good play, because that's definitely a worse way to find out you're not gay is to have gay sex, then walk away and be like, I'm definitely straight. I'm definitely.
Oh man, yeah.
That's a good point. Instead of me hurting myself, I hurt someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. I might have to burn this card because I genuinely don't know what other, because that tells you volumes about me. I think that told me volumes about myself. But that's like, yeah, I don't know what else I could honestly answer this question with.
David, that is top 10 favorite stories I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I'm really, not to brag, I did pick the card.
This guy.
I knew you would have an awesome story for that, though. I figured.
Have you ever told that before on this pod?
Isaac knows.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some stuff out of me.
There you go.
Badass.
There you go. So, okay, coming out of the closet story, you wanna your turn? All right, come on.
Yes, yeah, you said throw one in.
Well, I mean, at
No,
least
here, I'll give you a card where you can talk about.
it could be a lot worse. I could have come out of the closet wearing that.
Or I thought, and I wasn't sure either if you were like trying to make a joke about how he should come out, and I was like, that was weak.
Yeah,
That was
pretty
weak. I mean, then I tried to make a joke about how he was dressed like shit, and it also didn't get a laugh.
Yeah.
We just had that awesome story. All three of us were crushing it here, and then we just completely fucking burned it. Pick a card and give it to David right now.
Yeah,
That would be
I do
great.
have a card for you because you brought this up earlier.
David, continue before Jared interrupts you again.
I was just gonna say, what if instead of palm trees, he comes out wearing a shirt all upside down pineapples?
Oh my God.
Swinger shirt. Jarrett, you do look like a guy. It looks like your parents are swingers. Does that make sense?
Well, and the reason I said it because I didn't
That's the
really
second
look
time
at your
I've gotten
shirt
that.
until you said that, and then I was like, "What is that?" And at first I thought it was pineapples, but because they're
This has got to stop. All right, I've taken the notes in my head, and I'm like, all right, I gotta throw out my closet. I have a shirt that literally has pineapples
I think
on
that
it.
you just need to take off your shirt right here in front of me right now.
Yeah, I think that's the only solution.
I'm not doing that. No.
I think that's the only solution.
It's not a gay thing. We're just protecting people from thinking you're a swinger.
We're helping.
I got socks that have pineapples on it. I got a shirt with. I got
It'd be
two
so
shirts.
funny if
I got
Jared.
two
That's what Jared's a swinger. That's the reason he got banned from the dating apps. He just kept asking people to fuck his wife. It's like,
Yeah, they didn't like that. It's against community guidelines. That's the second time I've got. Yeah, somebody has said that about me before.
people
Like,
say
yeah,
you
your
look like your
parents.
parents are swingers.
Somebody actually said that because they went over to my house. My parents had a pineapple
Your
decoration.
parents were having sex with their neighbors. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'll stop.
Yeah. No, yeah, my pineapple.
It's okay to like pineapples. Just make sure they're right side up.
The shirt.
Unless you're a swinger, then dive into that.
The clothes I have that have pineapples on them they're either slightly tilted or straight up. I want to be very clear about that. I do own pineapple clothing. They're not
swingers are
upside
cool.
down.
I think I think it's cool to be going to like a swinger party as like a free agent would probably be pretty awesome.
All right. Well, do you want to fuck my wife or?
I would love to.
Of course
It would be
you
an honor.
My wife is a tortoise.
She sees me naked and throws up.
If your wife ever does anything to piss you guys off and you want me to puke in front of her,
you can just do it on command. Now it's just like, yeah.
Man, you should have sex with my buddy David.
We just do that to make her feel bad. Oh,
That's any woman I meet
because-
from now on, I'm gonna make them try to have sex with David first, and then that's how I'll get my girlfriend.
Oh my
David,
God.
we figured it out.
wow, Kylie's gonna get so much pussy now. That's amazing.
The ultimate.
Oh,
That is
man.
the ultimate wingman move. Is to we already covered that. That's a bit we literally already did that bit. But do we have another card?
yeah,
I
I
gave him
think
another
Jarrett's
card.
trying to make this like I'm trying to figure out why you.
Jarrett, don't
you-
make
You
this
said
weird.
something about your parents. I was like, oh, I fucking
Let
got
him
a
read the
card.
card.
He's basically asking me the Drake question, sort of. A conversation I need to have with my parents.
You don't have to have that conversation with your parents. You can have there's multiple conversations you probably should have with your parents. No.
Wait,
I'm not
before I
referencing-
answer, and I'll answer honestly, why did you give me this?
It was because you referenced something about your parents like
About not talking to my dad for 15 years?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it that comment?
So that could just be any conversation then. Just anything. What is the conversation? If you met your dad right now, if he came up to the door, would you just puke or?
No. Gun fired.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! All right, we don't have to get into it. Then.
Well-
Well, we get a different card. This one's the person who challenges me the most, not your dad. All right.
I can answer
Jarrett.
this.
Okay.
You already gave it. You can't just like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do you keep getting so aggro? At first the dishes, now you're like making it weird about it. What are you doing?
I don't know. Just like
He's trying to end the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do like how
He's
he
trying to
did,
get you.
just,
He's
like,
trying to get you a
shake your hand
viral
and
moment.
fuck
He's trying to
out.
get you to fight him.
Yeah.
The going viral, the
No,
only way
yeah.
that matters.
My bad. My bad. I crossed the line, clearly. Everybody's uncomfortable. Clearly the most unlikable person in the room.
Oh, shut up.
No, you're not. All right.
You're in the bottom three.
So this was interesting because I was told last May from my mom that at some point in 2025, my dad was going to call me. And I was like, oh, all right, maybe he's dying and regretting that he hasn't talked to me the last 15 years or something. So mainly because of that, but also for a few other reasons, I decided to go to therapy for the first time. It's been very nice. Evan's the secret weapon I never knew I needed. And so fast forward to our first therapy session this year, and his first question is, so did he call? Because my dad committed that he was going to call me before January 1st.
Okay.
So I've been waiting for like 7 months thinking like, when he calls, am I going to pick up and be like, what the fuck do you want, you piece of shit? Am I going to pick up and be like cordial and maybe see what he wants? And like, why are you calling now? Because I was a little curious, like, why now? After all this time, why now?
Yeah, it's a good question.
So then I tell my therapist, Evan, I said, no, he never called. And he says, how do you feel about that? I said, honestly, relieved, because that means he probably will just never call. Like, he probably was just feeling sentimental when he was with my mom and was like, maybe I'll finally call him.
Yeah.
So he said, how do you feel about blocking his number? And I said, great. And he said, block his number. So I blocked him. And I know that sort of indirectly answered the question.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that some conversations, you don't need to have them. You know, it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
We know we have nothing in common. I think he's one of the worst people on the planet. I think Earth will be better when he's gone. You know, what's he going to talk to me about? He's gonna be, how's the weather in Texas? You know, he doesn't know that I'm gay. He doesn't know I moved to Texas. He doesn't know I graduated college. He doesn't know I have a podcast. He's been out of my life for so long. It's like, what could we talk about?
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be closure there can be closure without having a conversation. Yeah. You can just like accept and move on. It's fine.
And I'm going to burn this card too.
Good. We're weeding all the bad ones out of the deck.
We're reading. This
Yeah,
is a
these
little
cards
too
suck.
personal. We don't need the Debbie story told more than once on the show.
That's
We
fair.
don't, yeah.
Yeah, no, there was
The Debbie story is genuinely like unbelievable. That's like a closer. That's like a closing
That's
bit for
really-
like a special. That's so funny.
you got to do that on Kill Time.
Can I have a card?
Oh, yeah.
Take all
I don't know
these.
why I asked like that.
Can I have a card?
You gave out the last one,
I
so
did,
I'll
so
give
you
out
got
this
it.
one.
Yeah, you got all the cards.
I don't know.
I'll try to have a better answer than the photo of the younger side. I didn't have
Yeah.
anything.
Sentimental or funny?
I'll try to do either. 'Cause I'll try to be serious a little bit.
No, give him funny. Let's see. Let's put him to work.
I can do either.
All right.
Jared, I'm a flexible individual. In my weirdest dream, I am. Okay, I did have a string a couple years, but it was when I was living in my first apartment by myself. I kept having a string of dreams where I would get randomly shot in the head. That happened a lot. Like I would be having like a regular dream, and then I would just get my head blown off. And I don't know what that's supposed. I don't know if that's like a dream
What
meaning
does that
thing.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to have like a meaning, but no, I
You're
had a.
supposed to die, I think.
Yeah, in my weirdest dream, I am a gunshot victim. I guess would be. There was like one of them where I was like, I had a dream because like I dream about stand up all the time because I'm a bitch. I had this dream that was like I was performing I think at like a festival or something with like I think it was like Mark Norman and Shane Gillis were there because those are guys I fucking I'm huge fans of or whatever. I'm like we're sitting back in like the green room like hanging out, and I remember there's like in the dream there's a female comic with like this big bodyguard, and they're kind of like dream people where they like don't really have a face you can place. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
They're like dream people, so they're not real people, whatever. I'm like, there's like a female comic, and we're like joking. We're all like joking around, like ribbing each other. Somebody's out on stage, and I'm like, it's just me and this female comic, and I make some sort of like rib or whatever, like I like crack some sort of joke, and she just doesn't laugh at it. She goes out on stage, and I'm laying, and it's just like it's an awesome dream so far. Like it's a great dream. I'm like performing with like some of my idols, and it's like a great crowd. I'm having so much fun, and then I lay down on the green room couch to like check my phone or something. I hold down, and her fucking bodyguard, I just look up, and her bodyguard is standing over me. Just goes, wrong move, and just blows my fucking brains out. Scared the dog shit out of me. I just fucking,
woke up and
dude,
yeah.
bolted awake, and I didn't sleep for like the rest of the night. Just got this huge adrenaline shot. I could feel because he pressed the gun against my head. I woke up, and I could feel where the gun had been touching my forehead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
The bodyguard was like a manifestation of like your subconscious or something, or like
I don't know. What's that? It's just like my brain's being like, shoot yourself in the head.
yeah,
No, but I had another one where I was like, and I'll try to like, or because they're not like, I have one where I was at like a birthday party in my hometown, like the hometown rec center. I'm like getting ready to leave. It's middle of the night. I get out on I haven't ridden a bike in years. I get out on a bike and I'm riding away, and I just hear footsteps on me. I look behind, and as I'm riding down the road, there's just a guy standing on the sidewalk with a fucking gun. Great. Crazy range, great shot, blows my head off, kills me on a bike.
great shot.
I'm a moving target. It was a fucking revolver from like way back, and he held it with one hand. I was like, this guy is a crack shot,
Sideways.
whoever he is. But no, I got my head blown off in that one too. And then I had another one, again, felt where I got shot when I woke up from that one.
Wow.
And then I had the third one was I had a dream where I was like there was like a weird like it was kind of like a 1984 thing where there was like a bunch of government surveillance. And I like made a joke at work that I shouldn't have, and I got like pulled aside in like an office, and they're like, actually, the guy in the office was Tony Hinchcliffe. I forgot about that, but it's this guy just being like,
That's
this guy in the
awesome.
office being like, you're not allowed to like say stuff like that at work. Unfortunately, we're actually going to have to dispatch you. I'm like, what does that mean? And we were sitting on like a patio, like a coffee shop, and the street next to me, there's smoke grenades, and I see lasers coming through, and a fucking SEAL team comes through, like a SWAT team
Holy shit.
comes through. I start running away from them down the street, and I'm getting shot by machine guns. I can feel myself getting like hit in different parts and like my arms and legs. And then at some point I looked down, there was a gun on the ground, and I pulled up and I was like shooting at like the guys chasing me. And then I go, fuck this. I'm 1,000% going to die. There's 15 guys with fucking guns. So I put the machine gun in my mouth and I killed myself. And I could feel when I woke up, I could feel where the gun barrel had pressed against the roof of my mouth, and I had a headache.
Oh, what if you like walk in your sleep and you don't?
I think one of my roommates might be putting.
It's like-
I think I should stick my pistol on the bed. It'd be pretty fun. That or just my roommates from walking into my room and just putting a gun against my head every night,
You're
just
like,
being
yeah,
like,
I'm feeling.
"You
I'm waking up."
motherfucker, you never do the dishes." I wake up just like, I walk downstairs the next day. I eat a bowl of cereal and I just put it in the sink like an asshole. I'm like, I had this weird dream where I got shot in the head last night. My girl, yeah, man, it's so fucking weird.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
That
good.
weird dream. Okay, one last weird dream I had, because I know this is one that people like. I'm going to play the hits.
Oh, dude.
I had a dream.
Let's go into a bit.
I had a dream one time. Yeah, you guys ever notice how when you have a dream that the people's well, no, but I had the scariest dream. So I just told you 3 dreams, and these were all in the course of a month about getting shot in the head, and I could feel it. It was like really weird. This dream, as far as like how scared I was when I woke up, destroyed those in comparison.
Okay.
The scariest dream I've ever had. I'm at my dad's house. I wake up. It's one of those dreams where it feels so real that you can't even tell you're asleep. I wake up and I'm upstairs in my room and I can hear my stepmom downstairs. She's doing dishes. I walk downstairs and I'm just like, it's like a sunny like weekend morning. I'm like, hey, where's dad at? And she's like, oh, I think he's out in the garage. My dad used to hang out in the garage all the time. He's out there like working on stuff. I walk out. I open the door and in our garage, none of the cars are the cars aren't parked in there. But there's just a full-size buck deer standing at the other side of the garage. My dad's nowhere to be found. There's just a full-size buck deer with like huge antlers. And I just went, what the fuck? And this deer charges at me like it had been sped up. And like it had been sped up, basically I jump scared by a deer and it just gored me. And I woke up and I screamed.
Oh.
That's the scariest dream I've ever had.
Yeah. Oh, that's got to be weird. Oh.
I got killed by a deer in a dream one time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the other one where like you saw Tony Hinchcliffe and then killed herself. I think that was.
I had a dream about your set.
Yeah.
I had this one reoccurring dream last year that a faceless lady was coming out of my closet to murder me with a knife in the middle of the night. And every time I woke up, even if I had let's say it was a winter night, I left all the windows open. It could have been like 55 degrees in here, but I was so scared of this dream, I'd wake up sweating. So I brought it up to Evan, and he was like, well, do you have any women in your life that might want to kill you?
Yeah.
Well, there might be one.
Debbie, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that? Bleep it out. All right, Debbie. I don't know.
You say it.
Debbie.
Deborah.
Deborah. Cool.
Say her name, Jared.
Deborah. Yeah, she's a victim.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Don't make it weird.
I didn't think about that yet, but I was like,
She is
I don't
a victim,
think it's.
right?
I don't think it's. She is experiencing life as we all do.
Okay, true.
You know?
She also got a really funny story.
That's true.
One time, I took my clothes off and the guy puked. It's like that's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
her boyfriend's gonna love that story every time.
We covered this already.
Yeah, all right.
The rest of this
We go back
podcast
into it.
is just gonna be us going back and reiterating the same 3 jokes from the Debbie story just over and over again. Just being like, could you imagine if she had a boyfriend and he was super
It is
grateful?
so funny, dude. Yeah.
No, but
All right.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
knife murdering. Did the knife murdering lady dream stop?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's been
Interesting.
gone for a while now.
Yeah, dreams work. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. I don't have any. I don't dream anymore. I haven't dreamed in a while.
I don't dream anymore. No wonder he hasn't been doing any mics. He has no goals, no aspirations.
He has no dream.
I have decided I'm just gonna cruise through life, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And you're at peace with that.
I have a dream. I have a whiteboard where I have like, it's basically my dream board and like my to-do list. I like to break it down like really specific where I'll put my dream, and then I'll do 5-year plan, break that down into 1-year plan, then month plan. Then you can go all the way to week and then to the day, and you can get really specific, and each one should reflect the other, which ultimately the to-do list should end up reflecting like something you're doing today should be getting closer to the dream, basically. And my dream is empty. The slot, yeah, because I don't have any. It's just empty. I just have like to-do list like vacuum, but like my 5-year plan and dream, it's just like this blank. I don't have anything yet for it.
Well, maybe you should throw comedy up on that whiteboard somewhere.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be a
just
good idea.
joking. I actually do. It's my dream is right now I have written go on adventure with stand up, and I worded it that way so I could live my dream just every day, instead of putting my dream as like this amount of success or achieve this thing. Instead, I put what is my dream? My dream is to just go on an adventure with stand up. Well, then it's like I can do that. It's like just really I'm doing it right now. Haven't been doing a lot of mics, but it is an adventure and I am doing it, and it's a decision I made, and so my 5-year plan goes off of that, where it's like, okay, get an hour of material or blah, yada yada yada. Yeah, in 5 years I want an hour of material. I think that's fair. And then a year it's like get 12 minutes, and then in a month it's like get 4 minutes. And then today it's like, write a joke.
That was beautiful poetry, Jarrett. I really like that. Slam poetry.
What your eyes got so wide when you looked at your phone? Did someone die or something?
I hope.
No, my parlays hit. No, I totally forgot. It was funny that Jarrett brought up stand-up because I'm doing a show in Austin. I completely forgot.
That's in this thing.
That's at I didn't want to fucking force end the thing.
Well, actually, I did look at the thing.
I did also
ago,
see you look over a minute ago.
and I saw that we've breached the 3-hour mark.
Wow.
Holy shit!
So only
and there's roughly 14 minutes of stuff worth.
Dude, if you can make this 30 minutes, that would be if 3 hours, just make it 30 minutes. It'll be.
Hey,
good.
Jarrett, how about you tell him that? How about you don't tell him how to live his dream, huh?
Yeah, Jarrett. You and your tiny pineapple wearing arms.
And your blank dream board.
Yeah.
It's all right, dude. Let's end the pod. I'm fucking tired of getting beat up, dude. I live with a 23-year-old. He beats me up all the time. I hang out with this guy. He's 19.
All right, we're ending this. You guys should come back and bring Kyle with you.
Please, this
Yeah,
was.
We'll complete the totem. Yeah.
All right, I want to. We're wrapping. This was genuinely insane. My first time ever being on a podcast. David, thank you so much for having. Sure, what the fuck are you doing?
I had to get him out of there.
I'm trying. There's tables. I'm trying to say something like, "Don't play with the fidget spinner now, you fucking jackass." You interrupted my beautiful. I was gonna have like a nice little monologue.
All right, take us out. Take us out. Start again. Start fresh.
Do you promise you're not gonna fucking interrupt this time?
I swear.
You need to trip your fucking fingernails. But
no, this is for climbing.
What, like trees?
You keep them long for climbing.
No, David, I've never been on a podcast before. I hope it was able to provide some sort of user entertainment. Thank you so much for the invite. Like it genuinely means the world that you're just like, hey, these guys seem cool and interesting enough to bring on the thing that I take you take this very seriously. It's very cool that, it's an honor that we'd be, it's deemed interesting enough people to come on and fucking talk for 3 hours. And I hope there's some decent stuff in there for you. And keep it. This podcast is awesome. And I love the fact you're so passionate about it. It's so fucking cool. So yeah, thank you so much for having us,
You're
dude.
welcome, man. Thank
I
you
really
for the
appreciate
kind
it.
Words.
Thank you.
Of course.
This has been awesome. No, I don't
Are you just going to coast off my beautiful statement? Or are you going to say something nice?
I can't follow that.
Same,
You should have followed
same
me.
for me, double.
Yeah, me too. David,
Yeah.
no, this has been really fun. Seriously, this has been awesome. Meeting you has been great. I was joking. Was not nervous. I haven't been that nervous. That's just you really made the space like comfortable, and I really feel like this is fun. I want to do this again, and I appreciate you bringing us in. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I appreciate you guys too. And, you both are extremely funny. And so I hope that
stop it, you big
you
galoof.
start getting on mics and you keep going on mics, because I feel like you two you have the personality and sort of the thought process and the mindset that you could write some really good stuff and you can make people laugh. And we need people laughing so bad. I mean, that's why I like having comedians on and supporting you guys, is because if we could get everyone just marginally more happy, get them laughing, get them in a little bit loose, maybe they're in a better mood, maybe it'll help planet Earth a little bit if we don't take life so seriously, like you were saying, and we can get those serious people to laugh a few more times.
That's right.
Yeah, let's knock one type of annoying person off Jarrett's list. One giggle at a time.
Yes.
And to the audience, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, do me a small favor, which takes only a few seconds of your time and none of your money. If you watched on YouTube today, click that subscribe button. If you listened on Spotify or Apple Podcast, hit that follow button. And if you do that small thing for me, my commitment to you will be to keep finding awesome guests like Jarrett and Kyler and bringing you fun episodes, serious episodes. You guys know the drill around here every Saturday. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay happy, and we'll see you guys next Saturday night. Bye, everyone.